Why isn't the welcome screen turning off? Turn off welcome screen. Why are there two welcome screens? That's not right. What the hell? Turn off the welcome screen. There we go. What's up, boys? How the bloody hell are we, lads? What's good? Christian Gray, first one in. I show my meat. Kind of disgusting. What's up, Tracy? How are you? How are you? How are we, boys? Bosh. What's up, 927 Gunner? How are you, dude? Capatheist, hello. Well done. I'm nice and early today, Capatheist, aren't I? How are we, guys? You can be the last in the Dougie's Corner Human Centipede. I feel like I Show Speed would be. How are you, local music lover? Good to see you. What's good, guys? This comeback has been glorious. It's been wonderful, hasn't it? It's so good. How is the audio sounding today? It's 10% less quiet than it was yesterday. Even though yesterday was booming. How the bloody hell are we, guys? What's good? How did we enjoy the Contender Series? How good was that, man? And enough of that. And where are the chill beats? There we go. Muted as hell? I know it's not muted. We will give Christian Gray the third back-to-back chips for the first chat and chat anyway. You know what? We might, Chris. It's down between you and Eric. You and Eric are the nail biters. The new middleweight in Nganou's name is Pine S. I know, dude. I was I was listening to Guru's stream while I was at work of old Pine S, and God, I was pissing myself laughing at Guru's stream. Jesus Christ, that was funny, mate. Just Guru and the entire chat making all those jokes about Pine S. Oh Lord, that was good. Just got here. What's the cancellation? We haven't covered the cancellation yet, Alpeg, but it's big. It's the biggest it's probably the biggest fight happening this weekend has been cancelled. It's the hardcores fight this weekend has been cancelled, and I'm truly devastated about it. I don't know if the chat's ready to experience what I'm experiencing deep in my soul about this cancellation. Peak Contender Series. It was Peak Contender Series, wasn't it? It was so good. The Dagestani didn't get a contract. The Dagestani didn't get a finish. Classic Dagestani was bragging about how good he was, but can't manage to get a finish in combat sports. And then Dana White was like, yeah, maybe not today, kid. Maybe not today. I mogged Dougie on an alt in Guru stream. You mogged Dougie on an alt in Guru stream. Oh, are you Richard F? Is that who you are? I show me. There you go. Penis was swinging tonight. Penis was swinging hard tonight. No, it's not Yuri versus Khalil. It's not Yuri versus Khalil. Let's cover it then. All right, chat. Brace yourselves. I know it's going to be sad. Yeah, it's true. It's true, chat. It's true. What's up, Eric? How are you, mate? We're just having a little bit of... What's up, Mitch? How are you? What's up? Artem Lobov, guys. I know. No, we're all looking forward to it at the PFL this weekend. I might not even stream this weekend. I don't know if I can be bothered to stream this weekend. You know? Bro really had me scared. But this is it. You should be scared about this, 927 Gunner. Armin, take it off the screen. I know, Tyler. I know. It's too much to look at. I'm crying. I know. Time to leave the world. I know. I hear you, chat. All we can do is be here for each other. You know? And just sort of rally together and be here for each other. You think you've got the best weekend of combat sports ever. I was on the phone and couldn't join in. You had me Googling everything. It's clickbait. It's not clickbait. You think you have the best weekend of combat sports ever. The mighty train is back. Chill, motherfuckers. And Artem Lobov cut his forehead in training last night. He was doing some hard sparring last night and he got a gash right above his forehead. And Artem can't continue. Artem can't fight. Dislike the stream? Exactly. Dislike the stream. It's, I dropped my phone. Exactly, Tyler. Exactly. So it's gonna be a short stream today. I'll probably need to take the rest of the weekend off. I don't know if I can keep watching MMA. It's hits like this that keep a brother down. Let's see how. Yep. Life isn't worth living after this and the tougher cancellations. Exactly. The MMA community knows what's good. Yep. Is that the fight we were supposed to think you meant? Yep. What do you mean? Or Sharma? What do you mean? What has Sharma got to do with this? This is the biggest fight of the weekend, Capatheist. Artem Lobov. Choo, motherfuckers. This is Zubaira Tughurbayev. He is the one that jumped into the cage and punched Conor McGregor in the back of the head. This is where UFC 229 all started. This is what began it all. The reason Conor McGregor took a bunch of cocaine and flew across the world to attack a bus is because of Zubaira Tughurbayev. And now the culmination of years of MMA has been ruined. Ruined. We'll snag all those sandy-headed towels. Okay, all right, Christian Greg. Okay. Can a brother live? Exactly, Eric. I keep forgetting to watch Contender Series. I've been watching YNs on YouTube. Dude, Contender Series is the best MMA going around right now. It's so much fun to watch. Skynet, watch your back. All right, be nice to Skynet. Next thing you know, Danica Hardy's fight will be cancelled. Exactly. These are the big hits that the MMA world is taking, Tyler. Exactly. If the main event is off, Alex put out, main event is off, Ank pulled out, Alex didn't want to fight for the interim title. Well, Alex Pereira isn't going to make weight. We know this. Yeah. Josie, the real Josie Aldo, one of the goats of featherweight, says life isn't even worth living with this and the tougher cancellations. Josie Aldo gets it. She gets it. Yeah. 10 years in the making. Yeah, see, Robbie Blunt knows gloves. This is a 10-year in the making fight. This is the true epilogue to UFC 229. Sad. Absolutely sad. Yep. Could have been murder or homicide. Could have been. And the tougher cancellation. I don't know what the point is even making content anymore. I don't know what the point even is being involved in MMA anymore. The real UFC 300. Exactly. Eric gets it. Eric absolutely understands. Josie Aldo, Josie Aldo, the go to featherweight, she gets it. Oh, this is what it's all about, boys. This is the sadness. The Dagestani bloke. Rashid Vagabov. Did you guys see this on Contender Series? The only fight on Contender Series to go to a decision. I think he's the only men's fight to go to Contender Series in the last 3 men's fights episodes. Was bragging about how he was going to get a contract at the end of the 2nd round, start of the 3rd round. And then Dana White was just like, yeah, nah, sorry, kid. Sorry, best I can do for you is come round the bend one more time. What's up, Jim? How are you, brother? What's good, dude? How is You're up early? For a Briton? You're up very early. This is the biggest what if in fight history until it gets rebooked. It has to get rebooked, Tyler. It has to. I mean, the PFL, their cards are going to be cooked now without seeing this come down the pipeline. 4 in the morning. Why are you up so early, Jim? What is going on, dude? Easy call not to sign. Close in at a plus 700 betting favorite. He better get the finish or get finished. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Dana White didn't sign him. He is very much not what the Contender Series is about. If you have style like Zugabev, you need a submission or ground and pound to guarantee yourself a contract. Yep. Didn't help that he was talking to Dana White while having little to no urgency to get a finish. Yeah. I'm not surprised. PFL 2025 World Tournament winner. Oh, that's another thing that I have to check. Apparently, according to Super Shotgun, the PFL is done with tournaments. Completely done. So let me check that as well, because I didn't get a chance to check that. Shalom, Jim. Girlfriend woke up with wrist pain. Oh, no, Jim. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, tell her I hope she's feeling better and hope it's nothing too serious. He looks like Makayev, but more inbred. Imagine being more inbred than Makayev. Oh, my God. Dude, I don't think I can handle this horrible news. Gonna rip this massive one. That's it, Christian Grey. Get it, mate. Get it. Which fights are off? Big fights, Mr. C. Big fight. Probably the biggest fight of the weekend. Everyone who's listened to the start of the chat is going to get so sick of this joke by the end of the chat. But that's all right. We are still going to enjoy it. And by we, I mean me. Artem Lobov. I know. On the PFL. PFL main card, Artem Lobov. Got a cut above his forehead. Can't continue. It's sad. Truly sadness. Truly sadness. We're only 2 or 3 hours earlier than a normal workday. Yeah, it is 2 or 3 hours. What is it? It's 1:30. So yeah, 2 or 3 hours. I knocked off a bit earlier today. Lucky me. My wrist hurts after a night of watching Nina Drama skits. I thought Nina Drama said that she was going to be done with MMA. Do you remember that? I remember that. Remember when she said she was going to be on Dancing with the Stars? And everyone was celebrating that Nina Drama was done? Petridge Farm remembers. What's up, Rob's neighbor? How are you, dude? I'm going to Damon my penis in honor of this cancellation. Dude, that was so good. Oh my God. MMA Holes have a second channel for gaming, and it's full of the creepiest, cringiest, scariest liberals I've ever seen in existence. Well, good for MMA holes. I'm not sure about that, I show mate. What's up, Rob's neighbor? How are you, dude? What's good, man? Artem Lobov pulled an Oliveira. Artem Lobov did pull an Oliveira, which is also something very strange is going on with Charles Oliveira. People noticed during today's Contender Series. Charles Oliveira, he has got 2 weeks left for a short switch-up fight against Mateus Oh, this is the Guru's tweet. Fuck it, I'm picking Gamrot to win because what the fuck is Charles Oliveira doing in Vegas? Guru's right to notice this. I think Oliveira is meant to be fighting in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, and he just did interviews bitching about a short notice switch-up. And now he's coaching at Contender Series. Weird stuff. She was baiting? Oh, I get it. Your girlfriend was baiting. Oh, honey, my wrist hurts. I need to stretch it out. I'll give you something to stretch it on. She read the email wrong. She was actually rejected from Dancing with the Stars. She was baiting. You mean Nina Drama? Nina Drama read the email wrong as well. Nina Drama was actually rejected from Dancing with the Stars. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe Dancing with the Stars just went and looked at some of Nina Drama's previous work and they were like, oh, we don't want a literal whore here. Jim said that, not me. No, I read both of your comments at once, mate. We must ban any liberals in the chat. They will make themselves be known. We don't need to ban the liberals. They will leave on their own. Once they hear the way that I talk, they will just leave under their own accord. We don't need to ban anyone. Breaking Volk is now stepping in against Zubaira. Here we go, Tyler. That's what I'm talking about. I hate the fact that the UFC are thinking about resting Volk until February. And I hate that they're talking about it being Diego Lopez next. I absolutely hate that. Hate it. Volk is someone that wants to have a lot of activity and start to actually rack up some legacy. This idea of sitting around until February, it's annoying to me. Annoying. Volk, didn't Oliveira get smashed as well? Yes, Oliveira recently just got absolutely knocked out. Didn't Oliveira's boy get smashed? Oh, yeah, the bloke with the grey hair or the white hair. Yeah, he did get smashed as well. Yeah, it wasn't a good night for Brazil. Wasn't a good night for the fighting nerds either. Like, the fighting nerds, they have literally just got Carles Prates right now. That's about it, Big Jim. That's all they got. The concussion is still having effects on it. Probably is. Oliveira's concussion probably is, mate. There's going to be some extra prayers during the Charles Oliveira weight cut. There is How are you, Install Driver 39? Welcome back to the channel, man. How have you been? Yeah, there are. They're going to have a proper little prayer session for Oliveira as he's in the blankets crying. Imagine wanting to see Epstein's long, hard list. We do. People out here running their testosterone just to watch Jacinda Allen's son. People out here ruining their testosterone just to watch Jacinda Allen's son. I'm not Jacinda Allen's son. Thank you, Mr. C. Dougie's Scorner, one of the best MMA YouTubers in the game. Why are they holding up Alexander Volkanovski? Because, Eric, TKO now just look at the calendar. Motherfuckers. They just look at the calendar and they go, November's sorted. That's JDM and Pantoja. Sorry, that's JDM and Wei Li Zhang and Valentina Shevchenko. And then they look at December and they go, we can have Pantoja on there in December, and we can have Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. So that's December sorted out. No need to have 3 title fights. Then they look at January, and they go, right, January can be Ilia Topuria. Not a problem. He can headline that on his own with some fun feature fights. And then in February, we'll be in Australia. We need an Australian to headline the pay-per-view in February. This is just the way that TKO think now. Rather than thinking how soon can we get them back in there, they look at the calendar, they look at their global schedule, and then they pick and choose what champions to put where. It's bullshit, mate. It's absolutely bullshit. I hate it. I really do. I really do. Did you see Aldo's eye? No. What should I have seen on Aldo's eye show, mate? What is up, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page? How are you, brother? I hope that you're good, man. Every day, Volk is just getting older. Like, come on, dude. Let him get some fights in. I agree, Davidson. It should have been. It already should have been Volk versus Lerone Murphy. That should have been booked in. Lerone Murphy got a first-round knockout? Second-round knock. First-round knockout, I believe, Lerone Murphy got. So that should have been booked 8 weeks after Lerone Murphy got the knockout. That should have been booked in. There's no reason that can't be on Madison Square Garden. There's no reason that couldn't have been this weekend, to be fucking honest. That could have been this. We could have had 3 title fights this weekend. Might as well give Max a quadrilogy at this point. It's ridiculous. I agree. I completely fucking agree. I know. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand what they're doing. Like, just keep running Max versus Volk forever. Alexander Volkanovski. Dana, mate. Please keep me active, mate. Keep me active. Dana White just goes, yeah, best I can do is once a year. Best I can do. Capathia says, here's some fun trivia for I Show Meat. Listen to this, I Show Meat. Australia's Liberal Party is called the Labor Party. This is true. And our Conservative Party is called the Liberal Party. It's true. We have three phases of the left wing in Australia and a very small right-wing party in North Queensland. Oliveira is banging hookers like Connor used to. I'm so proud. You don't know that, but maybe he is. I'm doing good. I just wrapped up work after playing hours of some Pokemon. You wrapped up work after playing hours of some Pokemon. Do you play Pokemon for work professionally? I installed Driver 39. Is that what goes on there? Give us 3-belt pay-per-view for fuck's sake. Stop holding up the fight. That's what they used to do. Like, they used to, back when they had to sell pay-per-views, when they could stack them, they would stack them. But they don't need to stack them anymore. So this is the shit that we get. Their settling is what their calendar is shit. Their settling is what their calendar is shit. Their settling is what their calendar is shit. They're settling to just fill in their calendar is what they're doing, Davidson Figueiredo. Where is Oliveira versus Gamrot going to be held? It is going to be held in Rio. In Rio, in Charles Oliveira's hometown. In 2 weeks. In like 14 days. Less than 14 days. And Charles Oliveira is in Las Vegas coaching. Half the roster wouldn't fight twice a year and the other half gets delayed by the UFC. I agree. And that's not rage bait. I don't know what I said that was rage bait, but nothing I said was rage bait. Will you please shout out my channel, The Gooning Bogan? My name is Douglas and I'm a small-time YouTuber. Please send all legal munitions to my... Okay, that's enough. Volk and Murphy called each other out. It's the name of I consent, and then someone is going, I don't. Volk and Murphy called each other out. It's the meme of I consent, and then someone else is going, I don't. That is exactly what it is, right? 2 adults that want to fight each other, and the UFC is just going, no. You'll fight each other when we're ready. And also, you'll fight Diego Lopez. I hate it, mate. Why don't they ever do 3-man title fights on one card again? Last one I remember was Masvidal versus Usman 1 card. I don't know, 927 Gunner. I believe, well, I do know, and I'll tell you why. They used to actually have to sell pay-per-views. Back in the day, they used to have to sell pay-per-views. They don't try and sell pay-per-views anymore. They try and sell content to streaming platforms. That's what they do now. So now they have set up a 47-week content schedule for streaming services, and they are trying to spread out the champions over that content streaming schedule. I've said this before in earlier streams. Some of the old guys that have been in the chat for a long time will probably remember this. The UFC used to be a promotion company. The UFC is no longer a promotion. The UFC is now a production house. It is a production company. It has literally become a reality TV show that just produces fights. In like 15 years, I wouldn't be surprised if Volks ends up having some shit happen like Vanderlei, all because he wanted to stand. You gotta bloody stand up for yourself, mate. You gotta stand up for yourself. Yeah, Volks already not got the best memory in the world. Hang on a minute. So both parties are child diddlers in Australia? Yes. Impression of Sus Pasture showing his chat? No. The Conservative Party in Australia equals the Liberal Party in the USA, and the Liberal Party in Australia equals a dystopian hellhole party? Yes, pretty much. Yeah, we got the Liberal Party, which is essentially your version of the Democrats. Then we have the left in Australia, which is called the Labor Party, which would be like the Democrat hard. And then we have the Green Party in Australia as well, which would be like if someone told... Cortez, the Cortez chick, the Mexican chick, the communist chick. If someone just told Cortez she could just let all of her dreams come true, just let them rip. Bernie Sanders and Cortez, you guys can just run the party. That's the Australian Green Party. What's up, Chris? How are you, brother? Did Vanderlei Silva survive? What now? Vanderlei Silva has survived, but he is reporting still having headaches and sleeping problems and neck problems. Yes. What is up? We're just mourning. We're in grave mourning right now. Crisp. Grave mourning right now. We've lost the biggest fight of the weekend, mate. Artem Lobov. He's out of his fight. I know. I know, Chris. I know. If you need a minute to compose yourself, I don't blame you. But yeah, the big fight of the weekend's over, and it's killing us slowly, Chris. It's killing us slowly. Bing chilling. I'm so sorry, my wording is bad. I was working after hours, just finished up and started playing some. Oh, nice one, Install Driver. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. Which one are you playing? Are you doing the Pokemon trading card game online? You got Pokemon Go going, and you're spoofing? Which one? Pokemon Emerald? Old school Pokemon? New school Pokemon? I'm saying the UFC scheduling is rage bait. Yes, the UFC scheduling is fucking rage bait. Yeah, I agree with you, Eric. Yep. Does Brazil have a UFC Performance Institute? Surely they must have one. No, there's only 3. There's one in America, there's one in Mexico, obviously, and there's one in China, because we have so many Chinese cards and so many Chinese fighters. Yeah, crazy. The Mayan calendar predicted successfully when the apes were... Oh, my God. You know I can't read that. Oh, my God. Imagine the Tougher Brothers versus Ty and Volk. Ty and Volk would beat the Tougher Brothers. Oliveira is going to pull out 100%. Way too much bitching from him. I'm disappointing. He's my favorite fighter at one point. I would have picked him to beat any lightweight. I don't know if Oliveira is going to pull out. I mean, this card was built around him. He asked for this card. I'll be very surprised if Oliveira pulls out. Very surprised. Tyler says, I have very high hopes for the Paramount debut card. I hope it is a 3 title fight card. I hope so too, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll be lucky to have 2 title fights. Maybe we'll have 2 title fights on it. Depending on the scheduling. We might have Hamzat Chimaev on it. And Ilya Tapuria. Maybe if we're lucky. I don't know who else would be available. Maybe Tom Aspinall if he gets a first round knockout. Maybe Pereira if he gets a knockout here against Magomed Ankalaev. But I don't... With where we are now, and considering that they're going to do Volk in February, Pantoja's fighting right now. Marab is fighting right now. Marab said he wants a quick turnaround against Piotr Jan, so perhaps, yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. Nowadays, a 3 title fight pay-per-view is safe for UFC 300, and one of the fights is a woman. Yeah, exactly right, dude. And one of the fights was a BMF fight and a woman. Like, that was UFC 300. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but it was a BMF title fight and a woman. Dougie, if I fought in the UFC, I could sign your boob. You can sign my boob whenever you want. I show meat anyway. I feel bad for Murphy. Long-ass win streak. Blazing hot... That's a new light. That shouldn't be doing that. I feel sorry for Murphy. Long-ass win streak. Blazing hot KO. And the champ is literally asking for him, and it still isn't guaranteed. I know you literally, as a fighter, just need to focus on your social media. Nothing else is worth focusing on, just your social media. Cesnat, the biggest fight of the weekend. The one that all hardcores are looking forward to. What's up, Beef Fatty? How are you, man? I see you down there. Adam Lobov, Cesnat. Adam Lobov has gotten cut during his training and the fight is over. Don't know. Pokemon Pocket? Oh, I've never played Pokemon Pocket. Okay. Nice. Bing Chaling. Bing Chaling. I've literally seen nothing about Hughes versus Usman 2. PFL wants excuses. Wants an excuse to crash and burn. They aren't even trying. Remember back when the UFC used to try and promote and they would put their fighters on late night television and they would actually run TV commercials? Like, the PFL should be acting like it's 2002 and we're trying to sell a fight. They should be trying to get fans interacting. Like, the PFL should be going so hard right now, and instead the PFL are just copying the UFC's marketing plan, except doing it worse. In fact, I wonder just how bad the embedded numbers are for PFL. Let us go over to YouTube and check out the PFL's embedded numbers for their biggest card of the year, shall we, chat? Let's go to PFL MMA. This will be embarrassing. PFL MMA. They have not released any promotion. They have not released any promotion. They have got their... This company is fucking useless. The PFL is fucking useless. They are fucking useless. They don't even bother doing embedded. They don't even bother doing embedded. They've released one trailer and it's got 6K views. Everything else has just been bullshit. This is the biggest card they could possibly put on. The biggest rematch that they could do. They don't even have a fucking embedded released. God, they are actually useless. What a useless company. What a useless company. Let me go back and read some chats. God almighty. Compose yourself, Doug. Everything's going to be okay. They'll rebook Lobov soon. I hope they do, Mr. C. I hope they do. Favorite middleweight? Ooh. Still Robert bloody Whittaker, mate. I'm not going to give up on Whittaker, mate. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Exactly, Alpeg. Oliveira pulls out. He's officially gone Hollywood. Oliveira can't. He just can't. Not with the way the entire MMA community turned on him. Like, he didn't accept the fight straight away, and everyone on MMA was calling him a duck. Everyone in MMA was calling him a duck. Plus, Charles Sonnen had already started the rumors of Charles Oliveira pulling out of the Islam Makhachev fight on purpose, the injury being on purpose. He can't pull out of this one, man. Oliveira is regretting signing the contract. I think I think we bullied Oliveira into it. Like, now that I see Oliveira in Las Vegas, I am more and more sure that we bullied Oliveira into it. Let's play a game based on religion. It's called Okay, I Show Mate. Let us not do that. How are you, Beef Fatty? I hope you're well, dude. Sorry it took me a minute to read your chat. A man in my town got arrested for chasing a woman while he was naked in the middle of the day down by the busy streets. Well, if she hadn't have run, everyone would have had a more comfortable afternoon, wouldn't they? Give me a fat parlay. My sister crashed into my classic car and a new bumper. It cost $1,200. I need to make some bread this week. Ooh, all right, Crisp. Hang around. Let me think of a fat parlay for you. Let me just catch up. Let me get my sports bet up and we'll think of a... you know what? Let me bring out the Tapology. Let me think of a sick parlay for you, Crisp. Tapology, UFC 320 Tapology. I'll read everyone's chats. Don't worry, guys. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time in the live chat. I'll read everyone's chats. All right, Crisp. Here's a fat, disgusting parlay for you. All right, you ready? Oh, we're doing Veronica Hardy versus Josiane Walker to go over 1.5 rounds. So you want to get halfway through the second round. Done. That one is going to go. Patchy Mix, round 1 knockout. Boom. Lock that in. Farhad Basharat versus Chris Gutierrez. Decision. The fight will go to a decision. It will be Farhad Basharat for the win. Atebia Gutierrez, round 1 knockout. Joe Pyfer versus Abbas Magomedov will go over 1.5 rounds. Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zalal will go over 1.5 rounds. Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree will go under 1.5 rounds. Stack all of that together, you will be able to get a new bumper. That was a sick parlay that I just cooked up for the boys that can absolutely hit. You're welcome, mate. What fight was cancelled? We just did that. Well, maybe Oliveira was just in Vegas instituting his performance and happening to be available for his corner. Maybe Mr. C, maybe he was trading at the PI, maybe all being at the same time. But again, he was the one that was doing the interviews about how upset he is about the short notice switch up of the opponent. You think that he would be at Shooterbox in Brazil, being locked in and acclimatized. I remember that back when TV was a thing. Back when TV was a beautiful thing. What's up, Voice of Reason? How are you, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. The biggest fight of the weekend. The true hardcore fight. The one that all real MMA fans have been looking forward to, Voice of Reason. The fight that has been building for 10 years since Conor McGregor got on a plane and flew across the world to throw a dolly through a bus. No, a bigger fight than that one, Voice of Reason. The biggest MMA hardcore fight all weekend. Artem Lobov has been cancelled. Artem Lobov has been cancelled. He got a cut in training yesterday. I love that. Where am I up to? But I thought you can't stop the Siberian Express. I know, says Nat. I know. See, Voice of Reason gets it. That's it. Voice of Reason gets it. I didn't know the PFL had embedded. They had their own version of embedded. Like, they have their vlogs. What's up, Cayman? Good to see you, dude. Sorry I didn't get to you sooner. It seems like Ankalaev is going to angle Max Pereira with these punches and KO him. I do think Ankalaev is going to KO Pereira. Yeah, that is the pick that I will be making, Cayman. PFL is going to Africa again this year. It must be cheap to do events there. Oh, God, yeah, it would be. Oh, my God. And imagine how much you have to pay the fighters relatively. Yeah. Pretty soon, the PFL will become just an African and Middle Eastern regional organization. That is all. Remember when we all protested the UFC when it was really bad this year and ended up just hating the PFL even more than we already did? I do remember that, I show me. That's exactly what's happened. Yeah, we just end up hating the PFL even more, even though the UFC sucks. This was the PFL's year to take over. PFL Chicago, stop it, I show me. The PFL is in fact not useless. They are good at making cans. That is true. They can make an MMA can. Very true, Tyler. You open the packs and build 20 card decks. They have solo and ranked option with online tournaments. Normal trading card game is 60 card decks, but it's the same rules, just faster mechanics with... Oh, nice! So they've like slipped... Because the online Pokemon trading card game took fucking ages to build the decks. You build 20 card decks. So they've slimmed it down and made it a little bit easier to roll with. I like that install driver. That's cool, man. Did Adrian Yanez duck or ignore Talbot? It seems like he's ducking Talbot. That's what it seems like is going down, 927. I'm surprised UFC hasn't signed Leon Edwards' brother. I think he could be at least top 10 in the middleweights. Lerone Edwards? Which one? The one that just got that knockout? The exact same knockout that Leon got on Usman. He just got that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. But maybe they're making more money over at the PFL rather than being a mid-fighter in the UFC. I think Brian Battle is going to end up making more money at the PFL. If they still do the tournament. Do they still do the tournament? I got to check that. Do the PFL still do the tournament or are they done with that? PFL cancels tournaments. Tournament format. PFL cancels tournament format. Is this a thing that is actually happening? Super Shotgun was telling me about it. No. No, they're still keeping the tournament. No, they're still keeping the bracket-style tournaments, apparently. Apparently. Unless anyone can find any other news, that is what they're going with. Yeah. Let us press on. Remember when Guru's chat got him to scream "Woo Pig" because it's Bryce Mitchell's home team and he was about to fight? Woo Pig. I don't remember that. No. Chris, why don't you just take a kidney? True. We're actually eating incredibly good with the cards this month. Then it all goes to shit after UFC 321. Yeah, October's really fucking good. Really good. But it will build up again after UFC 321. Don't worry about that. It's after UFC 323 or UFC 322. It's the January break that's going to suck. And the start of next year. The start of next year is going to be horrible. And I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. Number one, fighters don't like to be active over the Christmas break. And what I mean by active is in the gym and, you know, dieting. They want to blow up over the Christmas break, obviously. So all the fighters are going to get nice and fat. And then when they come back in February, we're going to be looking at getting onto the White House card bookings. So the fighters... The White House card is going to be in June. So from February to June, the fighters, the American fighters, are going to try and make themselves as inactive as possible to make sure they're available to get the call up onto the White House card. Also, the White House card is probably going to be stacked as well, which means that thing that happened at UFC 300 last year, where all the cards leading up to UFC 300, except for UFC 299 and UFC 298, but all the Fight Night cards were absolutely dog shit, and UFC 301 was dog shit as well. That is the same thing that is going to happen next year around the White House card. It's just going to be an accumulation of absolute dog shit, dude. Doug invited me to a dinner party last year. I showed up and there was a communal water jug for everyone to drink from. Lamb steaks, Han Super Dries, with 0 side dishes or snacks. A communal water jug. Well, you know this isn't true because I wouldn't share my water with anyone, Mr. C. My water is for me and for me only. No one is going to be touching my delicious water supply. A fat parlay is picking the opposite of Dougie. Literally the best picker in here. 2 legs in that parlay will fail. Matt Hughes, your pick percentage is only 60%. My pick percentage is better than most of MMA YouTube. Where am I up to? I feel like people in my city are differently bred. There was a guy a few weeks ago with a black and white strip prison uniform dancing sensuously in the middle of the busiest road. And what city are you from, install driver? What the fuck, dude? Shootbox training is just getting CTE with Muay Thai gloves on. Much better wrestling partners in the US. I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. No, Mr. C, I like that. And that narrative is going to be needed on Twitter and on MMA YouTube and in everyone's live streams leading up into the fight, Mr. C. You've got to... What you're saying makes a modicum of sense. So keep putting that out there for everyone to understand. Try and propagandize the MMA world with that, mate. PFL India is coming soon, probably, with how cheap it is to pay the Indians and how useless the PFL is. He winked at me and acted like he was reeling. That's kind of gay. Kind of gay. I'm about to hit ranked on Crash Royale. Nice, Eric. A lot of people going with Tom by sub. I think he'll spark out Garn 100%. I mean, you can see why they're going to go with sub as well. Because if Garn keeps it rangy, Big Mitch, which he probably will because he is the rangy kickboxer, I could see Tom just blasting a double leg on Cyril Garn and trying to Kimura him the same way that he did to Andrei Arlovsky. Or he could just clip him. Yeah. Dougie, give us a big happy grin. Can you check the score for the India Fever game? I don't know what you're talking about. This month is a great month to start. They have a reprint deluxe pack that gives guaranteed Xyz. And what? Oh, right. And with a lot of deck samples there in the meta. Nice. I'm not going to pick up a Pokemon game because I've been learning guitar. So that's what I'm doing in my spare time, mate. But thank you. I appreciate it. Dougie, why am I so far apart? I don't know. I'm crashing out of any bets this week. I'm not cashing out of any bets this week. Nice one, Jim. You lock in. How does the haircut come along, Jim? You said you were trying to cut your own hair this week, man. How did it come along? Indian boxing gets more views than the PFL. I bet Indian boxing does get more views than the PFL. Oh, musicals live. Nice one, man. Indian boxing promotions. What's up, Nacho? How are you, brother? I bet Indian boxing does get more views than the PFL. Sports oodles. Here we go. It does not get more views than the PFL. At least the PFL can beat Indian boxing. At least the PFL can beat Indian boxing, brother. You can't chug that bottle of water. If you can't chug that bottle of water, I'll drink my own water at my own pace. Thank you very much, mate. All right? I don't need to be punching it out at your pace. Aspinall knocking out Garn the same way he did Blades is what I predict. Trying to go for the sub would only draw more comparisons to John Jones. I think Aspinall is just going to look for the fastest way to finish the fight, like the point of least resistance. He'll probably try and go for striking first, Jimbo, but I just can see Cyril Garn keeping it nice and elusive with Tom Aspinall. I hope Garn spinning head kicks Tom, so Jones will fight Tom at the White House card. Garn is definitely getting sparked. Yeah, that is the only way that John Jones will agree to fight Tom Aspinall, is if Tom Aspinall has been cleanly chinned before crisp. Even then. Even if Dana White puts him on the White House card, he is going to have to take the biggest fucking pay cut. There's no way they're paying him $30 million for this one. Holy shit. The PFL have fucked up in so many ways as well. For those people who want to watch this weekend's PFL card on Friday, your current subscription of ESPN Plus, which is now ESPN Select, will not get you access. It is exclusively airing on ESPN Unlimited. It costs $30 a month. So they've put it even behind a higher paywall. They've done no promotion and put it behind their highest paywall possible. Oh, the PFL. You're fucking idiots. They are fucking idiots, mate. The haircut went well. It was pretty easy. My girlfriend said it looks good, so I can't complain. Total game changer, though. Fuck the barbers. Nice, Jim. I'm happy you worked it out, brother. Well, not worked it out, but I'm happy you gave it a go, man. Yeah, it's the way to go, man. Fuck giving barbers $30 for something that takes half an hour in the bathroom. Dougie was born and raised in Sanctuary City. Yes, hence his Somali ancestry and lack of a passport. True, who needs a passport? I'm a digital nomad, mate. It's annoying to me. What, the early stream's annoying to you? Sorry, Nacho. I finished early today, so I thought I'd go live early. People are always asking me to go live a little bit earlier, and I did. And where are they? Not here. Classic Americans. I think Aspinall is going to try and win, obviously, Eric, but I mean the most easy, efficient way possible, which is how Tom Aspinall likes to approach things. Quick and efficient, which I think will be trying the boxing first and then realizing he's in there with a rangy kickboxer and then blasting a double leg. I think Aspinall is going to throw punches, man. I do. I really do. I think Aspinall is going to try and throw some punches, man. I think he is. Ooh, is my bet going to be right about Alex Pereira missing weight? Is my bet, am I going to be drinking the big night, what are they, 196s? Or is Paul going to owe me some money? Alex Pereira admits that his days at light heavyweight are numbered. I don't know how long I can cut to 205. Shama. If Alex Pereira wins, does he just go straight to heavyweight? Interesting. If Aspinall doesn't finish Garn in one round, we will never hear the end of it from John Jones's Twitter fingers. I know. John Jones is already fucking bragging about Dominic Reyes getting slept, even though it was literally 5 years later, John Jones. It's barely relevant at all. Also, as Guru pointed out, it makes you look fucking retarded that you weren't able to finish Reyes. So just imagine how salty little John Jones is going to be if the fight goes into the second round at heavyweight. It's going to be fucking horror. And then if Aspinall wins and that fat cunt MMA Joey starts tweeting with his little fucking victory lap, we might actually be done. We might actually just turn into a BKFC channel. That's the death of the PFL. We're putting it behind that price, putting it behind that paywall. I know, man. I know. PFL will disappear within 2 years. I gave it a 5-year death clock at the start of this year. You might be right, install driver. Chad's, Dustin Poirier, and Drickus both predicting Alex to sleep the bar now. They don't know what they're talking about. Look at all the people that predicted Drickus to beat Hamzat Chimaev. I know I was one of them, but I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a MMA fighter. The MMA fighters... What is that dude that makes the rankings of who makes the best picks? What was that guy's name? What was that guy's name that makes the rankings of the best MMA? What's his MMA YouTuber... I was tagged in on Instagram. Let's go to Instagram and have a look. Let's see how I stack up against all the other MMA YouTubers. I was tagged in on Instagram. We need our boy Dougie's Corner up there. There we go. How can I see it? You were mentioned in a comment. How can I see it? You can mention in a comment. But I can't see what it was. If I go to Eric. How can I fucking see it? Where is it? Here it is. Jesus Christ, it's so small. Where is this guy? What's up, Cheddarhead? How are you, dude? Sorry, Cheddar. I'm trying to fit. It's so fucking tiny. Open the chat. I know that, dickhead, but it's so like, how do you make it full screen? You can't? This is what it is. Oh, here we go. You can't even fucking read that. So what have I got? I've got 64.7% now. Zoom it. Shut up. I've got 64.7%. So I'm up here. I'm right at the top. It's so fucking tiny. Okay, very good. Let me read some chats. Chad's we did that one. Dougie, I will never watch another boxing event in my life. No more will I watch two men put pillows in their fists. Only allow punching. Dougie 2 weeks later. So Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier are back in boxing. To be fair, I didn't say that I would watch it, Mr. C. I was just promoting it. Giving barbers $30 for what it takes half an hour in the bathroom. I don't tend to pay barbers for Tuggy. Very good, Eric. Dougie, did you know Herb Dean has 2 MMA fights? I did know that, crisp. Yes, thank you. Says the guy that was cutting to 185. I know. Fucking Alex Pereira. He's like, 205. It's too much. Shama. Dougie's Corner plays Mafia 2 with me and Piggy stream when? Why not? Christian Grey, why not? So fucking tiny. Yep. Yo, Nacho, you're so nonchalant. Nacho's just chilling, mate. He's just chilling. I bet they get Gable Stevenson in the UFC and fast-track him to a title shot ready for the White House card. He's marketed as John Jones' protege, so I wouldn't mind seeing Aspinall wreck him. I don't know if we can go Gable Stevenson, who has just made his UFC debut, to a title shot from this month all the way to June. I don't know if we can do that. I do think they will put Gable Stevenson on the Paddy Pimblett fast train, though. The problem is, what's up, MMA Master? How are you? The problem is, well, actually, it should be fairly easy to cherry pick his fights because it's a fucking heavyweight and he's a wrestler. And Walter Walker can win fights at heavyweight. So, yeah, they might. What's up, Beef Fatty? How are you, dude? You were here before. Why are you saying it's okay, Daddy? What is going on? If Dougie is so much glances at Poirier Diaz highlight, the chat will revolt. Mate, it's completely... Zuffa boxing is completely different. We might watch that one. Gable Stevenson is the heavyweight Bo Nickel 2.0. True install driver. True. It's heavyweight. It's possible that he just cuddles guys. It is. I was just thinking that. Like, it's heavyweight. It is possible. It is very possible that they just sort of put him up there. What was my pick percentage? Tapology. I want to see who I'm better than. Tapology. What is my pick percentage? Tapped in as Dougie's Corner. That's me. My picks. So I'm at... Ooh. I'm at 66.4, chat. I'm at 66.4. So who am I rocking against? That's 64. That's 67. So I'm right up here. Money Moicano. I don't know who that is. Fight HQ. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm 14th on all of MMA YouTube. Yes! Yes! Yes, Dougie! Go on, Dougie! Up yo, lad! I'm fucking 14th on MMA YouTube. Yeah! MMA Joey's all the way down here. MMA Joey's second from the bottom in the first tier. This is MMA Joey down here. Yes! Oh, come on! The big Dougie. 14th on all of MMA YouTube. Fucking oath, mate. Up ya, Dougie. Nacho will be so upset. This is the first week Nacho hasn't beaten me in picks. Nacho will be in fucking tears right now. Oh, Nacho's sitting at his desk. Yeah, there is. I knew it. I knew you'd be fucking seething at that. I was waiting for that comment to come in, brother. I knew you'd be fucking seething at that. The one week I'm above you in the rankings and we check it against all the other MMA YouTubers. Oh, fucking hell, that is funny. Hot take: Gable won his last MMA fight. I will die on that hill. Gable won his last. Gable Stevenson. Yes, he's only had one MMA fight. It was at KSW. Yes, he has one. Yeah. Unrelated, but I feel like it's become a hardcore to hate on Garbrandt's performance against Cruz. People used to act like it was 50-42, but now people act like he just won because that is a weird hardcore take. No, Garbrandt fucking absolutely dominated Cruz. It was awesome. Yeah. It was awesome. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, Garbrandt's performance against Cruz was awesome, mate. Parker Porter beats Gable Stevenson. No, says no. No, absolutely not. Stop it. Stop it, says no. Do you pick with emotion? I try not to, but we all do. Everyone does, but I try not to. Holy iced coffee. Shits are great, but horrible. Holy iced coffee shits are so great, but so horrible when rushing home. Ooh. I don't have to use leaves so I don't have to use leaves in the bush. Just shit in the bush and then shower when you get home, Christian Grey. I was honestly surprised and highly disappointed Gavison pulled out of the CGI event and we got Uncle Chael instead. That's fair, installed driver. That is totally fair. It kind of killed CGI 2 in the ass. Where was MMA Joey? All the way down the bottom. I couldn't do a Canadian Maple Leaf Raja dirty like that. Oh, Raja. Did you have to name it? Come on, mate. Casual Dougie doesn't know about Money Morcana. I do know about Money Morcana. Of course I do. Where's Rigo? I don't even think Rigo was in there. I don't think Rigo was even in there. Because Rigo's channel's gone, right? Like, Rigo had to start rebuilding. Lucas Tracy picks only the favorites. Classic Tracy. Knowing Joey is so low makes me warm inside. Same install driver. That makes me happy inside. Hot take. Volk is a championship level fighter. Smart. Rigo was that? Where was Rigo? We missed Rigo. Where was Rigo? Hang on. Let's go check it out. Where was Rigo? What is this guy's website? Surely there is a way to do this where we don't have to zoom in on Twitter. What is this guy's Instagram? Where's Rigo? Oh, Rigo's there. So MMA Joey is second last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rigo's fifth last of the first panel. Rigo's fifth last of the worst panel. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, dude? Where's Guru? Where's Guru? Am I above or below Guru? I'm above bedtime. Sucked in bedtime. Dude, where the fuck is Guru? Guru's in the middle? Of the first tier or the second tier? Below Tracy? Okay. MMA Eagle. Lucrative James. Bedtime. Dirt. Hank's Warzone. Hank the Tank. Second tier? Oh, no. Really? Oh, he is! Yeah, he is. Guru at 64.2. But the percentages are so tight. The percentages are so fucking tight. Yeah. Dougie's bedtime MMA more Aussie than you. Bob Carter is wondering or else. No, I don't think he is. Although, I don't know, man. Bedtime talks in black voice. I don't know. He commented too, did he? Yeah, but the percentages are tight because Guru's at... And Guru picks the women's fights. But Guru's behind MMA Joey, which sucks. MMA Joey is at 64.9. And Guru is at 64.2. Oh, so close. And Lucas Tracy is above Guru. Oh, that'll fucking kill him. He'll fucking hate that. He'll hate that, dude. Oh, God. All right, let me read some chat. Sorry, I fell behind. Gable Stevenson fought at LFA, not KSW. Oh, whatever. Same shit. You know what I mean, Christian Grey. Same shit, different color. RDR, who was already a 2-division champion in 1FC, fights every 3 months for a year in the UFC. Would have been lucky to get a title shot before the White House cut. RDR, who's already a 2-division champion, 1FC, fights every 3 months for a year in the UFC, and he will be lucky to get a title shot before the White House cut. Yeah, he will. Although I don't feel like the UFC want to put their promotional machine behind Nassourdine Imavov. So you never know, Mr. C, because I think RDR gets more clicks than Nassourdine Imavov does. And this whole Diego Lopez Alexander Volkanovski is just a stark reminder of what really matters. Hot take, Herb Dean has 3 MMA fights. He has 2 MMA fights. Indian Mindset by Dougie. What have I done? What have I done now? Gable Dean has 7 MMA fights. Good, crisp. Dougie has had many dumps in the woods from himself. Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I work on building sites before the toilet gets installed. If you got to shit, you got to shit. You just take a shit and then just shower when you get home. How are you, Justin Kennedy? Good to see you, mate. Gable literally just made up an injury too. Considering LFA is owned by the UFC, I wouldn't be surprised if they told him to pull out. They definitely told him to pull out. According to Craig Jones during his interview with Mighty Mouse, him and the UFC are no longer on very good terms. Guru's in the middle, because Joey makes shit picks on purpose, so people argue in the comments. He does do that, but yet Joey is above our MMA guru and just behind us. Doug's bets up. We did that one. Imagine being below Lucas Tracy. That is the true bottom line, yeah? That is the bottom. Cornbread time MMA. Do you live in the most populated state down under? I think I do, yeah. I think I do. There was a new spree of stabbings last night. It's great. You'll never believe who did it. I've got the same percentage as Joey. Be right back. I just have to go and kill myself. No, not true. Oh, God. But I'm sweating, dude. We're sweating so hard now because the top... Now that we're not just playing this game with ourselves, but this motherfucker is making us play this game with each other, like the whole MMA community is playing this game, it is literally like 1 or 2 picks a card changes everything. You pick 1 or 2 fights wrong on a card, and your percentage just fucking plummets. Oh, man. It's sweating at the top, boys. It's sweating at the top. Hot take, Nacho's knees hurt from all the sucking up he does. Nacho does not fucking suck up. Are you serious? Gotta think Guru has picked every card since like 2019 too. That is true, but isn't he just doing 2025? Or is he doing stat channel name correct total picks? Or is he doing forever? How does this guy track him? Does he track them forever or just 2025? I don't know how this guy does it. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. Check the comments. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh, there is. Yeah. I see the comments. Yep. Let's have a look at the comments. Guru. Favorite merchants acting's tough. We pick underdogs that are plus 200 very often, and we still get a 64% rate. Good on him. Defending it. Favorite merchants acting tough. Bedtime is quite literally never missed a pick. Alright, so everyone's jumping on their favorite YouTubers. Why are the best fighters so shit at picks? Oh yeah, Israel Adesanya's pick rate is fucking horrible, isn't it? All the fighters except for Moicano are at the bottom. They don't even make 100 picks. Yep. Moicano has officially passed Khabib on the GOAT list. Yes! I love that. Hot take, Rainy DeFidler will dominate Brendan Allen due to having a functional brainstem. I completely agree, Friendless Norseman, and it's good to see you, dude. Sorry I didn't see your chat until just now, Friendless. How have you been? Yes, true, mate. True. Same can, different brand. Same Pringles, different chip. Dougie Nacho and Bilal went to Invicta instead of... Dougie Nacho and Bilal went to Invicta instead of Hex. Never. You'd never see me... There would be more of a chance of me watching boxing than of watching women's MMA. At least my drunk sister didn't crash into my piece of shit cut. Wow, Nacho's in a horrible mood, knowing that he's below MMA Joey this week. RDR might get the next shot because he is goofy. That is all that matters, Friendless Norseman. Like, Sandhagen figured out, oh, I need to start doing skits. Next thing you know, he gets a title shot. What's up? Help me. How are you, dude? Good to see you, dude. Did you see the black penis? The black penis on Contender Series. I did see that black penis smash that bloke in the face over and over again until that black penis throwed him down to the ground. I did. Who do you think can beat Hamzat at 185? RDR or Fluffy have the best chance. In fairness, a lot of this Hamzat never fighting because once he does get a loss, in fairness, a lot of that is Hamzat never fighting because once he does get a loss, his life is entirely over. Hamzat never fighting because once he does get a loss. Hamzat tried to fight more often, but the UFC did that bullshit booking thing again, where they booked Sean Strickland instead of Hamzat. Yeah, the DDP Izzy fight fucked up the scheduling for Hamzat and Sean Strickland completely, man. Certainly RDR gets more clicks than Nasruddin Imavov. His name sounds like you threw up in the middle of ordering a French dish. Can I please have some... It does, Mr. C. RDR and Fluffy, friendless Norseman, great minds, exactly. Are the stabbings at night? Pretty much. But you never have those crazy messy ones that you got to use. You've never had those crazy messy ones that you have to use the sock on. That one is when you just use your underwear as toilet paper and bail out. Everyone knows this trick. Who has the top percentage and what is it? Renato Moicano is the best picker on MMA YouTube at 76%. Moicano is the best. It shows their total. Oh, right. So Moicano is at... Okay. So then the stats are a little bit skewed then, to be honest. Because it's showing Moicano... Can we just go to this guy's website so I don't have to go in on site? What is this guy's name? Where is this? What is his Instagram? What is this? Anyway, Moicano has only picked 25 fights. The guy at number 2 has only picked 35 fights. So really, some of the best pickers in MMA are MMA Data Guy, the UFC Chlamydia, whatever his name is. Eric, stop it. Eric, your comments already pop up on the screen. You don't have to do that. Fucking idiot. James Lynch, funnily enough, is one of the best pickers. Axel MMA, because these guys are picking like 300 fights, 200 fights, 100 fights. Whereas Moicano has only picked 25 fights. Blind Bear MMA has only picked 35 fights. Hopiro is really good. Left lane Hopiro and MMA. They're really good. Really good. Really good. AI Dougie. I'm not AI. I'm a real boy. Dougie smiling at the thought of two boys getting machete to... No, I'm not smiling at that. Is Crisp's sister as fine as MMA Chase? I don't know. We'll have to check out Crisp's Instagram. Crisp, what's your Instagram? Let me guess. It was a bunch of pesky Japanese... You know what? It actually wasn't the Japanese immigrants. Weird. I don't know about any other YouTubers, but that Yerp guy is a 99% pick. What's up, Yerp? How are you, man? I hope you're good. Help me. Were you on musical stream this morning? Help me. Where is that list located? I don't know. It's on Tony Has Died's Instagram, but it's not Tony Has Died's list. Some YouTube channel does it, and I don't know who it is. Herb Dean has 4 MMA fights. It is always them, Chris. It is. You watch women's MMA. I don't watch it. I read the chat while women's MMA is on. Actually, help me. RDR's Octagon's presence is a skit. It really is, friendly. It's not just him being in the cage. I'm a little upset, as I thought Bar Goat was fighting next week, not the week after. Oh, I'm sorry, Nacho. I know you were looking forward to your goat coming back. Dougie throwing a big meaty hook, Emmett fight week. I can't wait! I can't wait for Josh Emmett's big meaty hook. Dougie, you look like a rapper. I don't. I do look like a normal human being. Man, the Black Beast should have gotten a title shot, honestly. The fuck is Garn even doing? The Black Beast has had a title shot. But I agree. Why not? Since we're just giving title shot to the people with the most Instagram followers, give it to fucking Derek Lewis. I agree. Do you think Alex has Strickland in his corner for no reason? Do you think Alex Pereira has Strickland in his corner for no reason? I don't know why anyone would have Sean Strickland. Oh, did you guys hear this the other day? Oh, it made me cringe so much. Oh my God. Bobby Green, Robert Green, the guy who thinks he's called King Green. He thinks he's the reason that Sean Strickland fights the way that he does. He thinks he taught Sean Strickland how to fight the way that he does. You know Bobby Green, the guy that fights like this, with his hands low, and then lunges in? You know that Bobby Green with his chin in the air? He thinks he taught Sean Strickland how to fight with the Philly shell. Let me see if I can find it. They're just everything. They have to invent everything. Everything has to be their invention. Everything. Everything has to be their invention. Anything that's good. We actually invented that. Honestly, everything has to be their invention, man. It's so fucking... Let me take a piss. I gotta take a piss. I'm busting for a piss. Let me take a piss and we'll come back. Bobby Green on shit. Yeah, I found it. Hang on. I found it. Let me take a piss and we'll come back and we'll laugh at Bobby Green, thinking that he invented Sean Strickland's style. Hang on a second. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. All right, I'll read some chats. I'll catch up on the chats that I missed, and then we'll laugh at Bobby Green claiming that he took Sean Strickland's Philly shells, that he taught Sean Strickland the Philly shell. So weird. RDR's octagon presence is sick. Yep, Nacho, Dougie throw a big meaty hook. Yep. Dougie throw a big meaty hook for Josh Emmett fight week. Man, the Black Beast shit, we did that one. Do you think Alex is straight? We did that one. Chase Sister probably looks like burnt garbage. No, Chase Sister's quite voluptuous. You aren't a man if you don't have a folding shovel and a roll of toilet paper in your emergency kit for... I mean, I do have in my van, I've got a bucket, I've got a garbage bag, and I have toilet paper ready to go. Because again, I work on building sites where most of the time it isn't a toilet. Eric is a pussy. Eric is a pussy. That is true. Yep. Dougie's going to bust it wide open for Vanna Jandarova. Disgusting. I was indeed on musical stream. I thought lots of beef with Giuliano. I thought I recognized your face on the stream. I do skim through the live streams to see what people are up to. I do skim through. I thought that was you. Help me. Yeah. After at least Derek Lewis would be good. Oh, guys, if you want to see Help Me beef it out with Giuliano, check out MMA Musical's most recent panel stream. Check it out. Shout out to Yerp. Shout out to Help Me. There you go, man. He's doing his thing. At least Derek Lewis would be good entertainment. Derek Lewis would be bloody good entertainment. King Green, first of his, the Kingathan of Green, first of his name. Too much CTE? Tell me about it. What narratives have you bought into mine when it said Khabib is better? What narratives have you bought into mine? What narratives have you bought into? Mine is when you said Khabib is better than Islam. I never said Khabib is better than Islam. I said Khabib has a better legacy than Islam. Khabib is a higher rated lightweight than Islam Makhachev is, goat-wise. Okay, actual hot take. Lewis has the best chance against Tom Aspinall. He kind of does, Chris. But Lewis always will find that chin. He will press forward. Tom Aspinall always gets touched on the chin. Green is not MVP. You know what I'm saying. The same thing. They both have been wheel kicks, so he might be onto something. True. We was boxers. They invented crime. Stop it. Alex Pereira already making excuses about his old man health is acting up. I know! Paul's sweating bullets. Alex Pereira's already been saying that he's not sure that he can make the weight. I've called it a mile away. Best chance, sure. Win? No. Yeah, Derek Lewis versus Tom Aspinall, not actually a win. Yeah. We was Philly shelling and shit, yo. We told him that. Yeah, I don't know about that, Robert, but it's top tier Kool-Aid. He is a top tier Kool-Aid drinker. Yep. Baby bladder Dougie. No. Of course, it's on Rampage's podcast. I bet Bear says something gay. Just wait for it. We'll get to it, mate. Don't you worry about that. But he doesn't wash his hands, the dirty. But what are we talking about? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, man? Also, not that hot of a take. Heaviest punch automatically has the best chance of beating Aspinall because a lucky shot is the only chance. Is it a lucky shot, though, considering Tom Aspinall always leaves his chin in the air, though, mate? Is it a lucky shot, though? Huh? Dougie washes his hands at the urinal. Gay. I've seen these kings harass kiddos doing invisible step dance because they claim they invented it. I've seen these kings harass kids doing an invisible step dance. I don't know what you're talking about. And Ngannou isn't in the UFC? True. Dougie washes his hands in piss? True. Piss in the sink? Yes. I hate so much about the way that you choose to read. Fair. I heard Dougie's cousins look like Chay's sister. No. What's up, MMA Johnny? How are you, Moot? How are you, dude? Dougie still hasn't poked his head into the Yerp stream. I will. Don't worry about that. Dougie, thoughts on ketamine? You shouldn't do ketamine, boys. It's for horses. Check out what stream? MMA musical stream. Musical stream. Yes. They didn't invent the theory of relativity. Okay. All right. That was a young Australian man from Tas named Young Einstein. True, Mr. C. I made a outhouse in Norcanoli and I don't know what you're saying. Dougie, you bought into the stats of Anderson's goathood, which I'm very proud of. Dougie, you brought into the status of Anderson's goat. I did buy into the status of Anderson's goathood. That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, I got an email last night that I was gifted a month of membership. You're welcome, Mason. I don't know who did it, but you're welcome. Have you heard that Dan Hooker versus Chris Duncan? Who do you have? Obviously, I'm going to go with Dan Hooker. And help me, I can't wait for the build-up of that fight. But yes, I got to trim my beard. Yes, I did hear about the rumors of Dan Hooker versus Chris Duncan. I don't believe it. I thought Arman Sarukian was taking Dan Hooker, but there we go. Dougie, is it America first or is it? It's obviously America first. Aspinall dips his hands in gasoline. True. I got my tickets booked later. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ketamine makes you gay. Look at the side effects. Steroids make you gay. All right, cool. Yep, this is it. This is it. Sorry, guys. I was just listening in to make sure I got the right interview. All right, you can hear the desktop. Sweet. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Like right now, people are talking about him being the Floyd Mayweather shit. I'm like, man, who you think taught him that?
He got the shell.
Who you think taught him that?
Floyd.
No, he came there from me and Lorenz. Those are two black dudes who was working with him all the time that he got it. He started stealing our swag, hanging around with us. So it rubbed off. I'm like, everybody thinks, is he gonna wash him? I'm like, nah, he been fighting some niggas, bro.
You knew he was gonna.
But he hung around with niggas and he got to learn, hey, how to fight like a nigga. So, like right now, people are talking about him being the Floyd Mayweather shit. I'm like, man, who you think taught him that?
He got the shell.
Who you think taught him that?
Floyd.
No, he came there from me and Lorenz. Those are two black dudes who was working with him all the time that he got it.
Has anyone ever seen Bobby Green fight? Does he in any way fight like Sean Strickland fights? Do they in any way have the same fucking fight style? Oh, I couldn't believe that when I heard that. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Bobby? What the fuck are you talking? Sean Strickland fights nothing like you. Sean Strickland fucking jabs and teeps. You throw your lead, you lead with your head and then look for counters. You're like literally opposite fucking styles. Bobby is way more exciting to watch. I agree. Some fight got cancelled. Yeah, the biggest fight of the weekend, brother. The fucking fight we were all looking forward to this weekend. The true hardcore fight. Am I in the middle of a guru raid or something? What is going on? Where are new people popping in here? Biggest fight of the weekend got cancelled. The hardcore fight got cancelled. Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov cut his head open in training. Artem Lobov. Let me jump back and read some chats. I think I forgot some chats. Where am I up to? Where am I up to? Ketamine makes you gay. Yep. Have you thought about paying YouTube to just have your streams push more? I just saw Render Predicts in the new YouTube featured video. No, I don't think so. It's not. No, it's me, mate. It's me. My channel has been seen by 1.5 million people in MMA YouTube. They just choose not to hang around. The channel's been out there. People know about Dougie's Corner. They just don't care. People forget, man. Silva got triangled by a man who was 4-7-1. People do forget. You do forget, man. I was expecting you to rush the cage after Barlow gets the KO and scream, "Just bleed." That's what we need to see. We need the new "Just bleed" meme, Chris. And I expect it to be you, mate. Dougie, in all honesty, I might have Hooker too. It's a big step up for Chris Duncan. No, you have to go for Chris Duncan. Don't be saying that. Help me. You've got to be going for Chris Duncan. That's what makes it fun. Anything we don't like makes you gay. True. Fucking a man makes you gay. It does. Dougie sees Norcrol and his mind immediately goes to Norcrol. Yeah, I don't know what Norcal is. I have no idea what you're saying, Mr. C. Steroids definitely cause gayness. They do. The aesthetic crew, they all turn out gay. Anderson is a GOAT status no matter what. All the MMA math in the world can't change the fact he was in he was the most entertaining era. He was the most entertaining era, and he was long in that era. He made the era the most entertaining. He did himself. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. I don't know about the era that he was in was the most entertaining. Things have been pretty good. Things have been pretty fucking entertaining before. I know that I'm biased because it's when I came up, but I do think like 2015, 16, 17, that was the shit. That was the super fight era. That was when Conor was going for champ. That's when DC was going for champ. Nunes was going for champ. Henry was retiring and talking about it. I know that's my era, but yeah. There might actually be something to steroids making you gay. Look at Mike, Israel, and John Jones. Steroids do make you gay. Steroids do absolutely make you gay. Gasoline doesn't do shit for the knuckles. You got to dip them in diesel. Damn right, mate. I got a bucket of diesel next to the bed that I dip my cock in every night. Who you got for Atiba Gutierrez replacement fight? He's a crafty man. People forget. No, Gutierrez is going to get the knockout, dude. What's up? I'm extremely Asian. How are you, dude? What's up, dude? Have you seen Lucas Tracy's latest video? Rage bait, he got me. Let's have a look at Lucas Tracy, shall we? What has Lucas done this time? What has Lucas done this time? This motherfucker. What? The latest video? We're not doing this. Volk versus Diego Lopez is a slap in the face. This one? What do you know? Lucas Tracy. I make content. And then a few hours later, Lucas makes content of the exact same. It's all good, Luke. It's all good, mate. I'm happy to give you content every day. I'm happy to be your content creator for you, Luke. It's all good, mate. I don't mind being the intern. Who annoys you? Stop it. It's Dougie's King, by the way. He absolutely is not Tyler. Stop it. It might be true, Dougie. Black dudes use the Philly shell, but fucking Bobby Green does not use the Philly shell. Bobby Green fights the opposite that Sean Strickland fights, Friendless Norseman. I'm not saying there's no black fighters that use the Philly shell, right? But Bobby Green is not one of them. King Robert Baratheon Green taught every fighter everything they've ever known. Fucking Bobby Green and Molly McCann, mate. We've changed the game for MMA. Bobby is way more exciting to watch. He is. Which one of them chickened out? It was Artem Lobov. You got to cut above his eyebrow, Mosmal. You got to cut above his eyebrow. Strickland stole Green style, so Green had to put his hands even fucking lower. Yeah, and put his chin out even further. He says the N-word weird because there's two things in life that Bobby Green loves. Two things in life. One of them is fighting, and the other one is being black. Bobby Green loves being black. Loves it. Usually being gay makes you do ketamine, but either way. No, but we're not talking about ketamine. We're talking about steroids. Steroids make you gay. Dougie took one dose of Winstrol and immediately started getting on his knees in front of glory holes. I felt the urges, Nacho, and I was like, no! No more! No more steroids for me. I can feel the gayness overtaking me. No! No! You won't have me gay steroids. You won't. Bros make people gay. What's up, trader? Why am I a trader? What the fuck? How am I a trader? What am I a trader? What did I trade? I'm extremely Asian. I didn't trade nothing. Have you seen Lucas's new video, Rage Bait? He got me 2025 skill level. I just looked, brother. There is no 2025 skill. I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. Are you repping Sandhagen? What's up, Lorendo? How are you, dude? Nah, I'm not one of the 8% going for Corey Sandhagen. I'm sorry, brother. NorCal stands for North Shore of New Caledonia. Of course, I should know that. I should know. Of course, how should I? Lucas melted down over Lopez possibly getting a title shot. Fair enough. I mean, I did that first, but all right. I legit stopped that Lucas video when he called 10 years ago the dinosaur era. I just can't with that guy. Yeah, Lucas is a rage baiter. I'm thinking of the pub scene. Public watching was more I'm thinking of the pub scene. Yeah, but I'm realizing COVID is more responsible for that. Yeah, no, I mean, again, also, that was in the era when I was watching them at pubs as well, though. So I can agree with that, Carpathius. Like, I remember watching Dan Henderson versus Michael Bisping at the pub, and the fucking place was going crazy, man. I watched UFC 200 at the pub with Mark Hunt. There was a bunch of Maoris around me. I didn't realize how big of a deal UFC 200 was at the time. That was fucking amazing. He talks about how Pereira is better than John Jones because of the 2025 skill level. John Jones literally fought in 2024. Lucas is retarded. You shouldn't listen to Lucas Tracy. He's retarded. He's fucking retarded. And like I said, I've been going back and watching old MMA fights, like really, really old MMA fights. Really old MMA fights. I am telling you, the game has progressed, but it has not progressed as much as they are fucking saying it has. It really isn't, dude. This one. Recently, I just watched this fight. This fight here. Chuck Liddell versus Amar Suliev. Chuck is throwing fucking calf kicks like crazy. And, you know, everyone's like, oh, the calf kicks have changed. And Chuck Liddell is destroying him with fucking leg kicks. Absolutely fucking destroying him with leg kicks. Then the other one that I was watching was BJ Penn versus Little Heathen Stevens or whatever his name is. The guy was the champion before BJ Penn and then got cut because he was holding up the title. BJ Penn is a jiu-jitsu guy, so BJ is jabbing and going for a single leg and trying to take him down. And what's his name is fucking sprawling the entire time. The entire fucking time. What's his name? Janice Pulver. Janice Pulver. So BJ, he's got a bit of stand-up. He knows he's stand-up. But BJ is throwing takedowns. Thank you, Nacho. Yeah, Janice Pulver. BJ is throwing takedowns the entire time. He's going for blast doubles. He's going for single legs, high crotch single legs in the clinch. Trying to do anything to get Janice Pulver to the ground. And Janice Pulver is keeping the fight on the feet as much as possible. And when he is losing and BJ is successfully taking him down, Janice Pulver is able to get back up in a top position. Like, it's proper MMA. I'm convinced Lucas... I don't think Lucas is rage baiting. I'll tell you why I don't think Lucas is rage baiting. Because the first time that Lucas came back live after so long was this video. Was my GOAT list was not rage bait. And he rambled for an hour. He rambled for an hour about how annoyed he was at everyone. Like, he was genuinely upset in this video at people thinking that it's not rage bait. Before he came live to do this, I thought Lucas was just rage baiting. But I don't think Lucas is this good at acting to be able to be this annoyed for an entire hour. Which means Lucas has never gone back and watched the old fights. He's never gone back and watched the old fights. Lucas really wanted to be an online content creator, which I completely understand, which was why he was doing his funny little gym bro TikToks. And then during the pandemic, he fell into becoming an MMA YouTuber. Like, he put in the work. He tried really hard. He did a lot of work at trying to become an MMA YouTuber. He wanted to become an MMA YouTuber and he grinded it out. But he did it because he wanted to be a content creator first. He's never gone back and watched the old fights. Because when you're watching the old fights, you can see proper MMA happening. The game has gotten better, but it has not gotten so much fucking better. Is this the video that you were talking about, I'm Extremely Asian? The live stream, is that what you were talking about, dude? Let me go back and read everyone's chats. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking of the pub scene, the one where he talks about Pereira is better. I just read that one. Yeah, I don't understand the Lucas Tracy hype. I have no clue how Guru loves and defend him so much. I think Guru just thinks he's funny. Like, I think him and Guru are just low-key mates, you know what I mean? Online mates, like colleagues. I guess it's because he was a former chat member or something. Yeah, there's that too, but they came up at around the same time, like that pandemic era of MMA YouTube. Impression of the last chick you picked up on a pub when she sees your fully closed dong reeking of diesel. I still want it. I was listening to Green and thought it was Raja. Is that racist? Nope. Nope. People forget, man. Bobby Green was adopted by white people. He's he's about as black as Chandler's kids. That's probably why he's so proud of being black. Molly McCann running around. Which fight was cancelled? Biggest fight of the weekend, Guts. Biggest bloody fight of the weekend. Only true hardcores understand how sad this news is. Artem Lobov got a cut in training last night. He is no longer able to fight. Molly McCann running around the arena with the belt, and Bobby Green getting pressed by Armin for calling him boring. A top 10 UFC moments. Magomed. Thank you, Tyler, for just saying Magomed a bunch of times at the end. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, Molly McCann running around with her fake belt. Winning lad! Winning lad! God almighty. Bobby Green is one of those guys where he's cringy as fuck, but for some reason I still like him because he's a good fighter. His fight style is fucking cool. I like Bobby too. His fight style is fucking awesome. I'm just saying, there's two things in the world that Bobby Green loves. One of them is just being a black man. Did your brother supply the Winstrol? He looks like he dabbles. No, he didn't supply the Winstrol. Taking steroids, balls shrink, pink becomes appealing. John Jones is now your favorite fighter. Exactly. If you're on steroids, you enjoy John Jones and the new fighter, Pinace. Dougie typed in how fast do steroids turn you gay. Exactly. He got real what? He really realized he did. Yeah, exactly. He needs a quick start to fit in where he's... Okay. Maybe just mixing everything pre-COVID at the same era. Yeah, that's fair enough, Carpathius. Like, your mind is just like pre and post-COVID. You know. I get it, dude. I get it. Well, remember, I started watching later. I started watching in Reebok. So to me, it goes Reebok, COVID, and now I call this era the Gambling Bros era, where the UFC is kept purely alive by... the Gambling Bros. Neil Magny should be in the main event the next UFC Australia. Stop it, Lorendo. Stop it. Fucking Neil Magny. Fucking round 3 Neil Magny. That cunt. He was saying that Tapuria is more skilled than Jones. He literally said that Jones had a better resume. He's just saying that pound for pound Tapuria is more skilled. Well, if you want to have a skill for skill conversation, we can do that. But it's weird how everyone changes what the fucking GOAT list is every time we talk about it. Like, when I was talking about pound for pound fighters, I was talking about skill for skill. And everyone was like, no, pound for pound is legacy and resume. I was like, okay, pound for pound is a legacy and resume. So then yesterday, thank you, Cheddarhead, for gifting a membership. I appreciate it, brother. So then yesterday, I was talking about how Khabib is higher legacy than Islam Makhachev. And the chat started to tear me down because they were like, well, Islam Makhachev would beat Khabib. I'm like, I'm not talking about skill for skill. Like, are we talking about skill for skill or legacy for legacy? My dreams have been haunted by the image of Neil Magny smiling on the stool after robbing our glorious Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews' idea to switch it over with the commission is going to go fucking nowhere, man. Nowhere. Oh my God, Cheddarhead. Thank you for gifting 5 gifted memberships. Brother, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, man. Portuguese Herzog got it. That's a great pull, Cheddarhead. Thank you so much. And then we got... No one else that's a regular. Your first pull was 100%. Your 5 card pull was 0%. Oh, well, Chedhead. Thank you so much for gifting the memberships. Guys, if you want to receive a gifted membership, make sure to hit the little chat bubble at the top so that you can receive a gifted membership next time someone does it. EDP's girlfriend? I have no idea who that is. Who is EDP's girlfriend? You know who that is, Cheddarhead? You know what streams he's from? I have no idea. Thank you, Nacho, too. Saeed Magomedov's burner account. Nice one, dude. EDP is a pedo? Ew, brother. Disgusting, brother. Is he from Rigo streams, is he? Disgusting. Thank you, Nacho, as well, man. I appreciate that. The Iceman was a low-key or marauder with the low kicks back in the day. I know, bro. you hear the idiots out there on MMA YouTube just repeating the Joe Rogan line. Benson Henderson, man, he really changed up the game with those low kicks. Motherfucker, calf kicks, low kicks, calf kicks have been around since 2000, since the year 2000. They've been around for fucking ages. Like, I don't understand where this magical transition has come from. You know what I do think has come a very, very long way since then? Weight cutting. Weight cutting has come a long way since then. Cardio has come a long way since then. Scrambling. I can notice a very stark difference in the size of the guys that are managing to cut down to welterweight and to lightweight and to bantamweight versus the size of the guys that were able to cut down to light heavyweight and middleweight back in the year 2000 and 2001. Weight cutting is insanely different. Cardio is insanely different. Conditioning is insanely different. The cardio now, the way that fighters can outpace them is fucking insane. Shot for shot, striking for striking, jiu-jitsu for jiu-jitsu, scrambling for scrambling, wrestling for wrestling. It's gotten better, but not as much as where Lucas Tracy says, let's just... Everything before 2019 is a joke. Janice Pulver. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Kinda bonkers, a black magic loving cannibal from Haiti beat Australia's best. A black magic loving cannibal from Haiti. Jesus Christ. Beat Australia's best fighter of all time, Jake Matthews. Well, Jake Matthews converted, and he's haram now. Song Yadong is the best fighter. You know he isn't. When Baba asks your brother for a picture of the haircut he wants, which famous German leader does he use? Your uncle, my uncle, all of our uncles. Yuri having 31 wins and 30 finishes is just beautiful. It's an insane stat. It is. Yuri Prohaska, Arnold Allen, Josh Emmett. No, not Josh Emmett. Yuri Prohaska and Arnold Allen, severely underrated fighters in the UFC today. Bobby should have fucked up arm and shit with those rings. UFC would have paid him out. True. Keep the bare knuckles on. Keep the knuckles on. Keep the what are they called? Brass knuckles on. Lobov has been cut before. He's used to it. That's what he said in his excuse video. He says it was old cut, brother. I'm so sorry that the choo-choo couldn't go on, brother. Steroids are cool, actually. Eric's on steroids. Don't worry, Douglas. The roids won't make you gay. You were born that way. We love you all the same. I'm not gay. Lobov's most beautiful cut was when Connor cut him from the proper 12 deal. Proper doctor's stop. There was no doctor's stoppage. There was no doctor's stoppage. When Connor cut him from the deal. Bobby Green, low-key bitch Darman and he did Crispithan. Very true, mate. Roids are helping John Jones transition. Yes, John Jones absolutely loves it. You always blame the chat when you debate one guy. There was more than one person arguing with me yesterday, Eric. Way more than one person. Stop it. Ardia, Toad, not Toad. This isn't Mr. Toad. This is just a Toad. I don't know who this Toad is. I actually think I do know who this Toad is. I think this is an MMA Joey spy. This Toad. I think I've seen him in Joey streams from the times that I've popped into Joey streams and wondered who the fuck is in his chat. I think, I could be wrong, but I think this is an MMA Joey spy. The other one was Homework. Homework used to be in my chat a lot. Now Homework's in Joey's chat all the time. RDR is my new favorite fighter. RDR's sick. I like RDR a lot. But now that he's not fighting Fluffy, I can go back to liking RDR a lot. But my loyalties do lie with Fluffy. Bobby Green saw the statistic that shows Muslim families. Bobby Green saw the statistic that Muslim families have 8 children on average and Western families have 2. He's trying to raise our numbers single-handedly. Apparently, Bobby Green bought like a whole housing block or something. Like he's trying to provide housing to families. So it makes sense. Get all the kids in there. Jones is a complete striker. He can wrestle and grapple. Tapuria is a boxer with power. Not true, I'm extremely Asian. Tapuria does have jiu-jitsu wins outside of the UFC. The thing is, we just haven't seen a lot of his scrambling and jiu-jitsu inside of the UFC. No, he's a mainstream petter. Ew, disgusting. Disgusting. If Yo's girlfriend isn't allowed to have YouTube, under 30, stop it. Did you see Jourdain's brother on Dana White's Contender Series? I did, 2209. I thought he did very, very well. Got another gifted sub. How good? Gonya dinga. Dinga, boonga, dinga, boonga. Show us a calf kick. No. Where are you, Lorenzo? I just missed you. There you are. There you are. He was talking about how O'Malley said that Pereira was the most skilled pound-for-pound fighter he's ever seen, and people were trying to say that it's Jones. Lucas was saying John Jones is better, not skill-wise. Well, even O'Malley saying that, we haven't seen Ilia Topuria's jiu-jitsu get shown off. Like, if you want to talk about skilled for skilled fighters in the UFC, you've got to talk about Islam Makhachev. We've seen Islam striking against Dustin Poirier and against Alexander Volkanovski. We've seen Islam's wrestling against Arman Sarukian and Alexander Volkanovski. We've seen Islam's jiu-jitsu against Charles Oliveira. We've seen all the big three aspects of MMA used. With Ilia Topuria, you can't say that he's the most skilled fighter in the UFC because we haven't seen him show all the skills of MMA. You could put Tom Aspinall up there with his boxing, his blast double leg, and his submissions that he has gotten in the past. You could obviously put Charles Oliveira up there with his striking and his submissions for the most skilled fighters in the UFC. Like, these are the conversations you should be having. Merab, if Merab gets a knockout, like Merab has now outboxed Sean O'Malley. He's got more takedowns than anyone you can even think of. And he started adding submissions to his game as well. There's three big pillars of MMA. Striking, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. And who is the most skilled fighter of all time? Who's shown us the most skills in all three? It's not fucking Ilia Topuria, and I love Ilia Topuria. What's up, Trevor? How are you, man? What fight got cancelled? I thought Artems was back on. No, the big one. The big one. Artem Lobov. Right, it used to be that a few people would specialize in low kicks, and it just proved so effective it became commonplace. Yep, not specialized, but use a lot. Yeah, the kickboxers. Yeah, I get you, Carpathius. I'm with you. What fight got cancelled? It's on the screen, Ali. Try and compose yourself. I know it's going to be sad. Agreed, Dougie. All those things plus cage grappling as well. Yeah, they used to just sort of scramble and pop back up. But yeah, the cage grappling is one thing that has come leaps and bounds. That is true, Nacho, yeah. Absolutely, that's why John Jones was fighting at 170, 185 pounders. They didn't cut the weight. Yeah, the weight cutting is huge. The weight cutting is completely different. Definitely, weight cutting has changed. I used to cut weight for wrestling 20 years ago, and that shit was literally in the dark ages. I don't know how Merab does it, the old school, the way still. Neither do I, Mr. C. Neither do I. I wonder what special method Alex Pereira uses, and I wonder if it's going to work well this weekend. It's always more known that divisions are best for your weight. It's always more known what divisions are best for your weight, and you should try to go as low as you can. But back then, it was just walk around weight for the most part. Pretty much, yeah, but there were still people making some pretty crazy weight cuts. Again, going back and watching over them, Tito Ortiz was making crazy fucking weight cuts. So all in agreement that Yuri versus Khalil was the people's main event. That is absolutely the people's main event. That is the one I am looking forward to the most, Crisp. The most, brother! Let me catch up, guys. Sorry, I didn't know I fell so far behind. My bad. Other than some wrestlers because they cut weight in school, yes. And there you go, Tito was a wrestler. There we are, we agree. MMA Philly Shell users are Poirier and Strickland. Are there any more that are really using it? Not that I can think of. Chris Curtis comes to mind, but he's more of a traditional boxer, really, that is coming to mind. Khabib on your mic issue Khabib or your mic issue, which one made you rage out more? My mic issue. Because I checked it and it was fine. So I don't know what was going on. Pretty sure it was announced that calf kicks are internationally illegal now, but the UFC insists on keeping it in the rules. There's no way Carpathians stop. I joined a Holy stream for all of 10 minutes a few weeks ago and left. It was so cringed. A Hui stream. Oh, a Joey stream. Right, a Joey stream. Yeah, I know. It's bad, isn't it? Topuria was a grappler before learning how to box. He was, but we haven't seen it in the UFC is all I'm saying. What kind of Kulon would choose to watch Joey over Dougie? The Muslim guys, because Joey will just glaze the Muslim guys non-stop. Dougie, let me do a Jan Blachowicz leg kick to you. I don't want to be kicked in the leg. I've got to go hang plaster sheets tomorrow. Imagine going from Dougie to MMA Joey. That's like going from Popeyes to KFC. Hey! Do not shit talk KFC, Christian Grey. I might get KFC for dinner tonight. Who gives a fuck? Hardcore MMA fans. This fight has been in the work for 10 years, Ali. For 10 years, mate. 4 days until Pereira knocks Magomed back into the 35th. Magomed's head into the 35th row. I don't think that's going to happen, Cheddar. Happy for Jordan. Fighting in front of your brother gives you a 30% buff unless you're a tougher. Yeah, they've already got a 30% buff. Maybe even more so. They're overflowing. Or going from a white lady to a Jubilee is a better example. Yes, good one, Christian Grey. How dare you talk about KFC? 4 days until Big Mo smashes your boy. I know, Magomed is going to destroy him. Is Alex Pereira going to make weight, though? That is the question. Who will be right? Grant Dawson as a Philly Shell user? No. Grant Dawson's a wrestler. When was the last time you had some friendly hard sparring with your brother? Long time ago. I haven't had some friendly hard sparring with a mate in a long time. A long time. Back in the before time. Jesus Christ. How did they let him fight in China? I'm surprised also that no one has brought up any news about this either.
It was the first time in my career where I passed out. I went into a 30-minute coma.
Brian Ortega says he went into a 30-minute coma due to his weight cut for Aljamain Sterling. It's so, I don't understand what is going on with my algorithm. Like, I don't understand why my videos don't take off. I really don't. I did a video about this, about how the UFC nearly killed 2 of its fighters. Like, this level of severe weight cut could have killed Brian Ortega. Top 10 UFC fighter nearly dies at UFC Shanghai. UFC makes him fight anyway in co-main event. It got like 300 views. Aljamain Sterling wants a title shot from a guy coming off a fucking coma. God, I love Twitter. God, I love MMA Twitter so much. Aljamain Sterling wants a title shot of a guy coming off 30-minute coma. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where was I up to? What fight got cancelled? We did that one. Who gives a fuck? Hardcores give a fuck, Ali. Bobby Green uses a modified Philly shell. Calf kicks are only banned in kickboxing. Right, there you go. I didn't know. I mean, I don't really watch kickboxing. There you go, Frontline Norseman. Bobby Green uses a modified Philly shell. I guess, like, it's very fucking low with the lead. And you don't see Bobby Green doing a lot of teeping. I don't see how Bobby Green and Sean Strickland share the same fight style where Bobby Green could claim to have taught him it. KFC is top tier fast food here. KFC is just top tier food, mate. No Sharma. Let's go Big Ank. Yeah, Big Ank is going to win, but I'm going to be going for Sharma the entire time. Alex Pereira was 235 last time he weighed himself. I know, Ali. That's why I've got the bet going with Paul that he's not going to make weight. My buddy grew up wrestling. He was able to cut 10 kilos in a week by consistently putting in a dip of chewing tobacco at the tender age of 13. By 15, he had pre-cancer in his gums. Disgusting. You poor bastard. I believe that too. I believe that. From the deep south where you're from, Mr. C. KFC fell off around 5 or 6 years ago. Interestingly, the same time we bought in all the sand people. No, KFC still goated. This weekend, Joey will start his stream screaming, "Allahu Akbar!" Oh, dude, MMA Joey literally shaved his mustache off when Hamzat Chimaev won the belt. He literally shaved in a Dagestani beard. Dougie consistently deep throats Putin and wonders why he is shadow banned. I'll never change. Ortega is coma bragging. Ortega's coma bragging. Where is Brian Ortega's team? If anyone is to blame, it is him for not protecting their guy. It's so true, man. God almighty. How does someone built like fucking Brian Ortega even struggle with weight? If he was like DC or Alex Pereira, I'd get it. He isn't even super muscular. It's true, though. That's the thing. Like, Brian Ortega doesn't even look that big. He's got no muscle density. I don't understand, mate. This guy doesn't get it. I think Ortega meant to say he experienced a bad case of low blood sugar. Mate, you weren't unconscious for 30 minutes. You weren't wheeled to the hospital unconscious. You just had low blood sugar. He did not go into a 30-minute coma. I'm sorry, there's no way the UFC would allow him to fight a medical event if a medical event like that actually happened. This is the thing. It was the Shanghai. I did a video breaking this down. It wasn't the UFC that allowed it. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for gifting a membership, brother. I really appreciate it. Well done to Brady for receiving a gifted membership. Thank you, Cheddarhead. It was the Chinese commission that allowed him to fight. The Chinese commission all cleared him. It was out of... The UFC could have stopped it, but they just let the commission do whatever the fuck they want. And if you're in a place like China, the Chinese don't give a fuck if you die. Betting on Alex to miss, mate, must be the worst bet you've ever made. Bro made 185 for years. He ain't missing 205. There was a reason. There's a reason why I made the bet, Nacho. It's because he's coming in heavier than he's ever come in before. And he thinks he has some magic way of dropping 10 pounds in 24 hours. It's all in the title, thumbnail, and editing, mate. Clickbait to use high hell in the name of you. Clickbait to high hell, but clickbaiting doesn't help you get people to come back and watch your channel. Again, there's no problem with people seeing my channel. People have seen my channel. The problem is people wanting to come back and watch my channel. Analytics. Views. Lifetime. 1.5 million people have seen my channel. 1.5 million people are aware my channel exists. They just don't care. KFC fell off when they switched to canola oil in the fries, but it's still good. It's still fucking goated, mate. I love KFC. Bobby Green and Sean Strickland use a modified Philly shell. They trained together for 3 years. I understand that, Friendless Norseman. I understand what you're saying. They fight completely differently, though. Bilal's back. Not much right now. How's life? You're excellent. Most skilled are Volk, Islam, GSP, and the legendary cardio Zabit. Don't you dare bring Zabit into a conversation with Volk, Islam, and GSP, Micah. Don't you fucking dare bring that duck and weasel into a conversation with those goats, mate. Stop it. Atibio is going to kill this guy on the weekend. He is Bilal's good eye. He really is, mate. This guy sacrificed himself this weekend. This was Dana White's exact quote for anyone that missed the Contender Series. If you're talking to me mid-fight and telling me you're going to be a world champion, but you can't finish the guy in the fight, and you're a 7-1 favorite, I am not that impressed. Based, Dana White. Based. Yes, we love it. Hey Dougie, miss you brother, just got work. Hey Dougie, miss you brother, just got work off. Well, nice one, Super Gamer. Enjoy having some time off work, mate. Thank you for jumping in and saying g'day. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. The Shanghai Commission who put the event on and paid for the venue. The Shanghai Commission who put the event on and paid for the... Yeah, that one. No, they didn't put the event on. They didn't pay for the venue. But the UFC allow the commissions to just run with it. You know, they just like with the shitty call that happened in Australia today. They just go, it's the commission. It's the commission. We don't know what the commission are going to do. La bug people? Exactly, Eric. Exactly. They like eating bugs. Bugs are a great source of protein. Stop it, you globalist. I think Alex is coming in heavy to get an advantage over Magomed, but it will vastly display his chin. So it's a big bet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how his weight cut goes. He's reached a whole new level of heaviness. He's used to competing often. It's been a little bit of a break for him. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if he misses weight. The millions of views is not individual people, Chud. I'm literally half of your views. Every Friday meme video has 5 views just from me. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I'm the other half of your views. I know I show meat. You're in there all night long. Remember Bobby Green, Philly Shell versus Dustin Poirier. Philly Shell took DDP 2 minutes to spark him out fucking cold. Took Dustin Poirier. Remember Bobby Green's Philly Shell versus Dustin Poirier's Philly Shell. Took Dustin Poirier like 2 minutes to fucking spark him out cold. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, there are different ways of doing it. But there's no way that you can stand there and watch a Sean Strickland fight and then watch a Bobby Green fight and be like, yeah, they're the same fight style. They're exactly the same. Like, that is just retarded. Correction, the Chinese do give a fuck if you die because they can sell your innards. That is true. They were kind of hoping that Brian Ortega would die. I bet they don't have a lot of Mexican eagle beaks lying around. I'm 650k of your view. You are, Eric, and I appreciate every single click. How does anyone acknowledge the clickbait? I don't even read the titles. I know it's going to be about MMA lately and whatever we have decided to talk about. There are people out there that do a lot of clickbait. Chael Sonnen used to do a bit of clickbait, but now he's sort of just gone into rambling mode. If Bobby Green was Strickland sized, he would be a champion? No. Did Zabit even fight anyone in the top 10? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think he did. I think he took Calvin Cater to get into the top 10. Zabit. Fucking hell. Mara Mashedabapov Tapology. Zabit. Zabit. Fuck, he is the most overglazed fighter and overrated fighter of all time. Right, he left the UFC in 2019. Right, so what were the UFC rankings in 2019? UFC rankings 2019. Here we go. Here are the rankings in 2019. Featherweight. So Zabit. Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Cater. Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Cater. Yes, he had fought Jeremy Stevens, who was ranked. He was ranked number 9th at the time. Yeah. Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Cater. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Toad? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're well. Wait, let me make sure I get everyone. Norseman, what's up, dude? Norseman. Poirier uses a more traditional American boxing style rather than a modified Philly shell, but they do have a very similar shoulder roll. We taught him that shoulder roll, man. You see the way that he slightly moves his shoulders? We taught him that, man. Magomed has more of a chance of winning by a buggy choke. 3:24 seconds into round 3 than Pereira does of winning in general. No, Toad. Pereira could catch him. Stop it. Of course, Pereira could catch him. I don't think Pereira will. I think Magomed is going to push forward and sleep Pereira this time. How much would it cost to get a local whore to come into the stream for a Q&A? Probably $400. Dougie, the best way to grow a channel is you should move back to India and try telling those cow-worshipping street shitters it's the one and only Dougie Scorner. We've already got Skynet doing the Lord's work, Chris. He sent me a photo. He has been writing my channel name all over the fucking classroom walls. Classroom whiteboard. Good on him. Cyril Gunn won with a Von Flue choke attempt recently. What are you talking about, friendless Northman? What are you talking about? My point on the Philly shell is that Bobby Green is not good. Strickland is the best for defense, but Poirier is way better for offense. Yeah, well, Poirier kind of rushes and attacks differently to Sean Strickland. Like, you really only see Sean Strickland put his foot down on the gas pedal towards the last 30 seconds of the round. Whereas Poirier, the second that he has got them behind the black line, Poirier's ripping to the body, going for overhands. Like, Poirier has those short little bursts that come during the round, and then he goes back to shelling up while he recovers. There is no fucking way the UFC is going to let you do this, Magomed Ankalaev. Magomed Ankalaev plans on moving up to heavyweight after a few title defenses. Heavyweight is in my future plans, brother. The weight is going up easy. Couple more fights, move up, brother. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. As much as I hate him, he smashes Aspinall. What the fuck are people talking about? It has to be rage bait. It has to be rage bait. Big Ank and Aspinall are fans of each other. Big Ank said he was playing a train with Tom. Aspinall around. How the fuck? Not gonna lie, him versus Aspinall would be a competitive fight. What the fuck are these people talking about? No, it wouldn't. What's up, Trip? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. We're just talking about Magomed Ankalaev moving up to fight Tom Aspinall at heavyweight. I know. This is where we have come to in MMA. An absolute depressing state of things. I hope you know I was joking about Zabit. He's like Yair, incredibly talented but unreliable and prone to terrible defense. Oh, good, Micah, good. But there are people out there that still glaze Zabit to this day. It is, his fan base is insane. Their fan base is insane. They're insane. They think they're unbeatable. They think they're unbeatable. The fan base is insane. Holy inflation, $150 max. For the whore to come here, Carpathius, for a call-in, you reckon? I'm not sure, man. The UFC should sue Ortega for making them look bad, and China should send him to the imaginary prison camps. Exactly right, mate. Exactly. The UFC has become a clown show. It absolutely has, Super Gamer. That absolutely has, mate. Maybe Skynet isn't that bad. Still don't tell him to move here, though. Skynet's a good bloke. I hope he gets his visa to India. Not Australia. We've got enough of them, but send him to India. You know, why not? The Philly shell is more of a black thing, though. I assume Strickland learned it from some of the black dudes. They all think that they are Mayweather. The Volkov fight, Dougie. The Volkov fight. The Volkov fight. The Volkov fight. The Volkov fight was a decision. Cyril Gahn versus Volkov was a decision. You mean he went for a Von Flue choke during the fight and that's what scored it towards him? Is that what you're saying? I'm with you. Right. The bomber got outclassed in the pocket by Izzy of all people and slept the moment he entered into range. Has practically zero chance against us. I love it this week, Toad. Toad, don't bail on the stream, brother. If Alex Pereira sleeps Magomed Ankalaev, don't you bail on the stream, brother. You get in here, Toad. I know you're not the kind of bloke to do it, but you stay here, Toad, and you get your comeuppance. What's up, Tubtudo? Tubtudo. But no, not Ankalaev versus Pereira. No, the fan favorite fight of the weekend. The fan favorite fight of the weekend. Artem Lobov has pulled out of his fight against Tukugov. I know, Tubturo. I know. Take time to recover. You'll be alright. Everyone wants to try and beat up Tom Aspinall. Bruh, Aspinall would finish him in the first round. Dude, Aspinall would fucking end him. God, I hope Magomed Ankalaev tries to move up and fight us at heavyweight. He would get his fat nose broken off by Tom. He fucking would, mate. Fucking oath he would, man. Tom would destroy him. UFC has sort of become a clown show. Yes, ever since TKO. It's the people's fight we all wanted to see. I know, Tubturo. See, Tubturo knows gloves. Tubturo knows gloves. I like it, Tubturo. Bup. What a fucking great name, Tubturo. Oh, my God. What the fuck was I just talking about? UFC has become a clown show. Yes, the TKO era, Super Gamer. Yeah. I'm thinking Gold Coast prices, not Melbourne. Fair enough, dude. But, you know, Gold Coast is the land of the free. You guys have got whores going down the street with the meter maids. Beautiful stuff. Now, you could get one there for half an hour for 150. That is true. We could get a whore in here for 150 in Melbourne. We probably could get a whore in here for 150 bucks. Get her to read out the super chats. Not a bad little business plan. I did say that the other day on the stream. I'll get some OnlyFans whores in here to read out the super chats. These comments are insane. Poetan is going to sleep Ank anyway, and we'll have more fun things to think of. I believe he was compromised. Don't wreck my coat. Bang eats chowder. If that's what you need to believe, that's what you need to believe. If that's what's going to get you to the game on Saturday night for you Americans, lock in Bang eats chowder. But I think for the rest of us, the sane people out there, we know that Alex Pereira is probably going to get slept. We will help pay for Dougie's hot cousin interview. No, Christian Grey. Can we put the Bobby Green Strickland Philly Shell argument to rest by watching Strickland's early fights to see when the style starts being used? Ooh, that's a good idea, install driver. Sean Strickland career rewatch. What year did he start training with the Black Boys? And then does his style change? Very good install driver. Yep. Yes, right. I'm happy we're on the same page, Friendless Norseman. There we go. You know, your fellow frog in Toad is dipping into MMA Joey's chat if Alex Pereira wins. That's all right. You guys can watch whoever the fuck you want. Watch whoever. You can watch Joey. You can watch Rigo. You can watch Clown Show. All of them. You can watch whoever you want. I'd prefer it if you watch musical MMA and Fight Nights with Frankie and crossover MMA and No Chill MMA. And musical. I prefer it if you watch those guys, but if you must watch the cunts of MMA YouTube, go ahead. Which chat member is the autistic kid that the Predators search for in their newest film? I mean, you know, Mr. C. It's sus pasture. When Ank loses, you have to piss in your own mouth on stream as penance? No. No, 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 no. And what do you want from me, Nacho? I literally prayed to the MMA gods for Alex Pereira to win. I want Alex Pereira to win. It was more fun when Alex Pereira were champion. It is you, Sus Pasture. You're the most autistic one in here. I want Alex Pereira to win. But I just know that he's going to lose. He's going to lose. He's old. Magomed Ankalaev is peaking. Kickboxers don't have short-range boxing. They don't. There is a 1 in 20 in 2. Okay, let me read this properly from Toad. In the 1 in 236 trillion chance of Pereira's 11 head strikes end up being a fluke KO, I'll change to a Pereira profile pic and name my channel the Sharma Left Hook. There you go. Toad has said if Pereira gets the knockout, he will be glazing Pereira. Good on you, Toad. You're a good man. And also, guys, we do have to respect Toad. As we were going through the picks on the stream the other day, notice how Toad has never packed his picks. Nothing but good gameplay all the way from Toad. We got to respect it. Oh, Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev were both at Contender Series. And they had fucking security guards between them. This dude... This goober, this bloke is going to stop Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira having a crack at each other. This is the guy. God. Gutted about the Lobov cancellation. Forgot it was happening, but it's so... but it isn't, so I'm pretty sure I'm psychic. I'm gutted about the Lobov cancellation. I forgot it was happening, but now that it isn't, I'm pretty sure I'm psychic. Micah, you're not the only one. We've got Nacho in here as well, who's had some premonitions before. You know. You know. Dougie only gets high-end whores. True, mate. Very true. Where am I up to? Bummerfell getting Francis' worst decision. That's why nobody fucking watched. They don't promote. Have you seen any TV commercials about the PFL? Anything Super Gamer. What about face-to-face interview? What about their own version of Embedded? Anything at all. But no, they don't promote. They just fuck around. The PFL just copy the UFC but do it worse. It's embarrassing. Dougie, did you see that MMA Che rolled with Jarlin Turner? I did catch that title, but I didn't see it. No, I didn't see him rolling with Jarlin Turner. How did Che go? I really appreciate how Nacho knows the price of a cheap whore off the top of his dome. You gotta do what you gotta do. Strickland rewatch, if you want me to kill myself, just tell me. No, I'll never do a Strickland rewatch. Never. MMA Joey probably hasn't showered in years. God, no. There is no shower screens big enough. He has to go to a car wash and have them hose him down. Strickland career watch would be the most boring idea ever I've heard on this channel. It's worse than the Fighter Matrix. Whoa! Bang eats chowder. The Fighter Matrix is one of the greatest things to ever happen to MMA YouTube. How dare you? What's up, Uploaded? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope that you have been well. The hardcore fight of the weekend has been cancelled. Artem Lobov got a cut above his forehead in training last night, and he has to pull out of the fight 10 years in the making. Tukagov. Truly sadness. Truly sadness for all of us, mate. But the MMA world will slowly recover. This guy was a fucking character, wasn't he, on Contender Series today? This guy was a real fucking character. I'll definitely be hitting up Nacho first when I'm down under. There you go, mate. Get your little pecker sucked on. You're gonna get me little fucking cock sucked. I'll leave it that way until Armin gets a win. Holy shit, Toad! Nice work, Toad. I like the bet. So Toad is claiming that if Alex Pereira actually does knock out Magomed Ankalaev, Toad will leave his profile picture that way until Armin gets a win. That is good, mate. You look like a milk truck. Stop it. Christian Gray, we got you sorted out with the weed as well. Nacho does know how to get the boys high. I bet with my heart, that's why I'm down $1,000 and last in Tapology. And still, Cheddarhead says, Sharma. Cheddarhead, what was your ratio? We were just looking at all the MMA YouTubers. Where are you coming in? Dougie. And coming in 14th out of all the MMA YouTubers. I respect Michael Villesa. Who the fuck is Michael Villesa? Oh, the guy in our picks crew. We do have to get rid of him. Damn, can I be second place for the best chat tard in honor of DJ Adrian and Andrew B? You know what, Christian Gray, since you asked for it, you can be. If Aspinall loses to Garn, I will go on the biggest tirade of slander known to man. I agree, Jim. I completely agree. We will literally become Just an IRL chat. We'll just go through the news articles of the day. We'll just become politics. Fuck it. Sanko is goated. Sanko is pretty, yeah. Impression of us spending 3 days rocking up like Jesse and Walt. Don't know what that means. Joey creamed himself over the Magomed Alex run in the UFC PI. Joey creamed himself over the Magomed Alex run in at the UFC PI. Did he? What was he saying? Magomed Ankalaev, what a legend, dude. Strickland's career watch is like NyQuil. Only fights worth watching are the Usman fight, the Cannonier fight, the Ponzinibbio fight, the Zaleski-Dos Santos fight, and the Poatan fight. His losses, I see. Okay. No worries, fellas. Especially the Poatan one. Just watch that again and again and again and again. Pereira by round 2 guillotine. Pereira by round 2 guillotine. No, Tabturo. No. Strickland fighter matrix. Do you want the chat to all come in their pants at once, Nacho? Are you trying to have all of MMA YouTube absolutely ejaculate all over itself? Are you mad, Nacho? Do you think MMA YouTube could handle a Strickland fighter matrix? Benny versus BSD, Dougie, another hot dog bet. I can't do Benny versus BSD as a hot dog bet because I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. I can make good arguments for both of them winning. I don't know yet. I think... I think I'm going to go with Benil Dar. I think I'm going to go with BSD. Because BSD has got that momentum back. Oh. I think I'm going to go with BSD. I have to. Even though, I think I will lock in BSD. I'm going to be magic 8-balling this one, flipping a coin all the way until Friday when I have to actually make my picks and lock them in. I'm feeling BSD, but I can easily explain why Benny is going to win that fight. Yeah, I don't like it. Jet ahead. Tapturo. Pereira round 2 via the new submission. He called in the Shama Conda, where he just wraps his cock around Magomed Ankalaev's throat. I don't see any promo from Banafel. They're clowns like Don Dovis, who is an MMA Joey twin. They're idiots, mate. We just went and brought up the PFL's YouTube channel. They have got nothing promoting their biggest card. And also, I just brought up a tweet showing that the PFL are putting their pay-per-view behind the higher tier paywall of ESPN. You've got to get ESPN Premium, the $30 a month one. Like, what are you doing, PFL? Genuinely, what are you doing? Benil Dariush isn't hungry no more. True. That's if Armin doesn't break his back. Oh, and get another win. True. No one's going to make a video just watching Sean Strickland's fights. The boring part isn't going to be on a video. Just trying to show Bobby Green is full of shit. I mean, I know Bobby Green's full of shit because I can close my eyes and I can picture Bobby Green fighting. And I can close my eyes and I can picture Sean Strickland fighting. And you could say Bobby Green maybe has a bit of a shoulder roll. Sometimes he can fill his shoulder. But they do not fight the same way at all. They have completely different styles of fighting. So for Bobby Green to go on the Jackson podcast and be like, N-word told him that shit, man. He fights like an N-word. Bobby Green, just shut the fuck up. Just because he went to your gym doesn't mean he copied you, mate. Is that pulling a Derek Lewis post-fight mid? Is that pulling a Derek Lewis post-fight mid-fight? No, I don't know what's going on. I bet he could eat at least 16 glizzies. Stop it. No more glizzies. Let it rip out a steak fart. Okay. Hey, look at that. I'm a member again. How you been, Portuguese Herzog, by the way? I haven't said good 80, man. I hope you've been good, dude. I hope you've been good. I have a feeling Aspinall will smudge a boring 50-45, and the Jones fans will take that as a win. I don't know if he'll smudge it, because I don't know how good Cyril Gahn's submission defense is, Toad. But I will agree with you that if the fight goes over a minute and a half, or whatever the John Jones fight went for, I think it was a minute 45 seconds. If the fight goes over that, the John Jones fans will take it as a win. We need a first round finish. Aspinall and I, and Guru, and the entire MMA world that hates John Jones need a minute 45 sleeping from Tom Aspinall. Every time Strickland goes viral, I watch the Poatan and Zaleski-Dos Santos Nacho KO on repeat. There you go. There you go. Although, to be fair, I cringe every time Sean Strickland goes viral. I hate it, dude. He is such Sean Strickland is everything that he pretends not to be, and it really pisses me off. Bro, don't be doing me dirty reading my chat saying I'm going to meet up with Nacho for a cheeky sucky suck. Well, you're the one that made it sound that way, Christian Grey, you know. Usman actually landed a double fist punch who's on fucking Strickland. MMA On Point put out a video on Curtis Campbell, but the host spent 2 minutes bragging about paying the video himself. He's such a cool guy doing Curtis a favor. MMA On Point put out a video on Curtis Campbell, but the host spent 2 minutes bragging about paying for the video himself because he's such a cool guy doing Curtis a favor. That's weird. MMA On Point are usually very punchy and to the point. I have a feeling Aspinall will try and do what John Jones did, blow out both knees and destroy his spine. God, I hope not. God, I hope not. Unless you mean Golden Gate time, then it's all forgiven. No, I meant sucky Christian Grey. Your Joey impression is great. You should bust that one out more. I try not to insult MMA. I fail at it. Let me just start off by failing, by admitting that. I fail at this consistently. But I try not to insult MMA Joey much. I just can't help it because I do hate him. Why are you yellow? It's the lighting. I've got 2 bright yellow lights in front of me with red lights behind me. It makes me look this way. Tabturo. It's all good. The PFL will have Usyk and Jake Paul in 2027. Of course they will. Of course they will. When did Jake Paul sign on with the PFL? 2023? Big ups to Canada. Yes. I would rather watch Bobby Green's career than Strickland. So would I. Bobby Green's got some fucking good fights, mate. Got some damn good fights. I'm convinced Punjabi Fight League has humiliation fetish and see how fast they can go bankrupt. The Punjabi fight, the PFL fight. The PFL has got a humiliation fetish. Me too, mate. Me too. Ever since we did that research on the PFL the other day and I realized that they only had 10 lightweights. 10 lightweights? How can you have a fucking... How can you say that we're the second biggest fight organization and have 10 lightweights? That's bizarre to me. I reckon Cage Warriors probably has more. Jones fans are retarded. They are. And racist. To be fair, the Philly shell was a very black dominant style white American boxers didn't use until like the 70s. I understand that. I'm not saying the Philly shell isn't a black thing. I'm not saying that Sean didn't train at a black gym. I'm just saying, like, you can say that maybe Sean picked it up from some of the other black fighters. But for Bobby Green to be like, I taught him that shit. He fights like me. He got his fight style from me. No, he didn't, cunt. No, he fucking didn't. I'm a Jones fan. Oh, no, friendless Norseman. Oh, no. Johnny Walker would have smoked John Jones if Corey Anderson didn't fluke it. There was a time when Johnny Walker was going to be the one that was going to destroy John Jones. I remember that time. Tom won't sleep Cyril Gahn. That's a good underdog. I don't know if Tom will sleep him. Yeah, because Cyril Gahn's going to be very rangy. Very, very rangy. Usman victimized Sean. It was fucking hilarious. There you go, Norseman. Dougie, if you have to say which fandom is more retarded, the Jones fans or the Dagestani fans? Oh, literally the Dagestani fans. Literally the Dagestani fans. I did a stream the day before Khamzat Chimaev fought DDP. The amount of retards that were in here. What time fight, brother? You show fight? Fight on now, brother? Show fight. When fight happening, brother? Is fight on now, brother? It was literally the day before. It was a picture. And I kept saying, the fight is on tomorrow. I think, Nacho, did I put up a little fucking thing that said fight starts tomorrow with a countdown clock? If Nacho's probably not here anymore. There's Nacho right there. I'm pretty sure I literally put down a fucking sign on the thing that said fight is tomorrow. And then it had a countdown clock and it said 24 hours. And they were still flooding in going, what time? Fight starts soon, brother? Why not you show fight? Show whole fight, brother. We had this kid in here once called Blueprint. And we were doing a tier list on the most skilled fighter or the best boxer or something like that. It was about like the best boxer tier list or the best kicker tier list or something like that. And he just kept saying Khamzat Chimaev again and again and again. He kept saying, no matter what tier list we did, we could do the best pride fighters and Blueprint would go, it's Khamzat Chimaev. And he would do it with full seriousness. Like he wasn't joking. By far, the Khamzat Chimaev fans are the most retarded fan base I've ever interacted with. By far. It's not even close. God, I needed to get that out. Strickland is a closeted Democrat. He really is. Yeah, he is, man. He fucking honestly is. And he wants to be an influencer. Impression of forward hat Dougie entering the Dougie household. I'm here, guys. It's time to start taking things seriously. Mate, we don't fucking take anything seriously, mate. Take it easy. What time fight, brother? Exactly, I show, mate. I'm double retarded because I like the Dagestanis and John Jones. Well, friendless Norsemen, they have to have some fans. I'm rolling out beef jerky farts like a maniac. Disgusting. My favorite MMA creators all shit on Joey. I try not to shit on Joey because I know he is coming from a place of deep, deep childhood bullying. So I do genuinely feel bad for him, but he does it to himself. You know what I mean? Impression of evil Dougie recruiting yellow Dougie. Mate, you've got kidney failure. You might as well just go fucking hard on YouTube. You'll be dead soon. Joey is the outhouse of MMA YouTube. He is. But guys, I do try. Again, I feel bad for Joey in my soul because he is just a fat cunt that has been mercilessly bullied his entire life. But if he had just tried to be nice and pleasant, it wouldn't happen. What's up, Mixed Martial Artists? How are you, dude? Strikeforce was kind of cool when it was around, but PFL and Bellator have both been gay as fuck. I miss Bellator. At least Bellator didn't try and take itself seriously. Bellator knew that it was the place for the unks to go and fight. Now the unks don't have anywhere to go and fight. I genuinely miss Bellator. I didn't watch a lot of Bellator, but I did watch Bellator from time to time. I did. I never watched it back. But I would watch it when it was on, you know, on a Saturday or on a Sunday. I would have Bellator on my phone while I was gaming and keep an eye on it. And I miss it, you know. At least the old guys got somewhere to go fight. What do they have now? When's the next 4 years? I wanted to win, but what's next for Reyes? Speaking of the PFL. What fight is cancelled? Everyone's favorite fight this weekend, Mixed Martial Artists. The hardcore fight. The hardcore fight has been cancelled. Artem Lobov has sustained an injury in camp. What's next for Reyes? Retirement. Reyes is old. Reyes has been knocked out too many times. Reyes is too slow. Reyes can't keep up with the... I mean, Reyes shouldn't be a gatekeeper. Not with his health issues. Reyes is done. Ever since Dougie had that octopus-themed four-way with the Japanese chick, he has changed up on us. RIP no hat, Dougie. RIP no hat, Dougie. Stop it. Oh, would you rather fuck a piece of dog shit or let John Jones... I would rather fuck a piece of dog shit than have John Jones in me. Strickland doesn't really do the Philly shell. He shoulder rolls sometimes, but block most punches. Like he's doing Wing Chun. He does. He's got very... Which Bobby Green does not fucking have. Bobby Green is all about... trying to draw you into going for his chin and then catching you on the exit. The literal opposite of Sean Strickland. They couldn't be less similar fighters. You like that, Cheddar Head? Good on you, Cheddar Head. What a fucking OG Cheddar Head is, man. What a legend of the MMA YouTube community. He fucking watches everyone. He participates in the chat. He fucking donates memberships. He gives new cunts a go. He hangs around with the old cunts. Day one, Cheddar Head. Head movement was spot on. Thank you, Cheddar. Appreciate it, mate. So weird, man. Anyway, you're a legend, Cheddar. I'll never forget the glory that when all this is said and done in 20 years' time and this moment of MMA YouTube is forgotten, we'll remember Cheddar Head. Strickland doesn't really... Why, I mean, Eric, your favorite? Eric is one of my favorites because Eric is such a... Eric is one of my favorites, I show, mate. Because Eric is such a hardcore of the community. Literally comments on every single video multiple times and sends me based memes on Instagram. Eric's a real one, mate. Canadian Dougie would change the game. Maybe one day, Christian Gray. Maybe I'll get a Canadian beanie. And next time we have a card in Canada, let me check Amazon delivery times because I know we got UFC Vancouver coming up. Maybe I'll get a Canadian beanie, Christian Gray. Yes. Tom will sleep Garn in their first exchange and the prophecy will be complete. I kind of want Garn to win for the lols, but it won't happen. How dare you even put that out there, Nacho? How long have we been live for? 2.5 hours? Let us wrap up the stream, boys. Been a good stream, huh? Imagine that dickhead. Lovely talk. I don't know what you're talking about. let me catch up on the chats and then we'll get out of here. That was a hilarious stream. Yep. That was it's the inbreeding. It is literally the inbreeding. I want Garn to win. Stop it, Norseman. Those Hamzat fans with casuals who only watch the Muslim fights and they're casual. They don't know nothing about fighting. Dude, they couldn't even read a fucking clock. The clock literally said it starts in 24 hours. Ronan MMA. I love Ronan. He's such a good one as well. Yeah, Ronan's a legend. What time fight, brother? Exactly. Just put Hamzat or Khabib or Islam's names in the live streams and the views will be like, I don't want those people in here. Tubturo. They are dumb. I don't want them in here. Blue Rim. A man that is blue that is giving you a rim job. Blue Rim was offspring from D-Day Aiden and Dougie's cousins. That's why. There we go. Poor old blueprint. How are you, mixed martial artists? Good to see you, man. Sorry, I'm only just getting to your chat now, brother. I hope you've been well, mate. Send them to Dougie Stand 2-3 years and forget. How's it going? It's going good, mixed martial art. We had a good stream today. We've been live for nearly 2.5 hours. Dougie, if Sharma wins, you have to eat 10 hot dogs. No. If Sharma wins, I'll think of something. We'll celebrate. Don't worry about that. I expect MMA fighters to commit crimes and do heavy drugs, Dougie. I don't care what they do outside of the cage. Oh, are you talking in reference to hating John Jones? Is that it? No, I hate John Jones because he's a cunt. He's a cunt. And also, like, I wouldn't begrudge like a cokehead Conor McGregor, you know what I mean? Someone partying. It's like I don't begrudge like a Justin Bieber doing a whole lot of coke and renting an island in Australia just full of models. He literally did that once. He came to Australia and rented an island just for models, so they wouldn't have any phone reception while they were there. True story. But John Jones is a ducking cunt who ruined DC's legacy, tried to hold up Tom Aspinall's legacy, and beat the fuck out of his wife. Like, I'll draw the line sort of there, you know what I mean? Like, even what happened between Dana White and his wife, you know, his wife slapped him and he just gave her one back. But John Jones beat his wife to a fucking bloody pulp, you know what I mean? Connor's probably going down that line as well. You know, like, Connor has literally thrown a girl off a yacht and set her car on fire before. These things aren't good. Daggy fans literally can't accept that Umar clearly lost a competitive 48-47 to the bantamweight. Oh, that's the other one. I've got a viral short, and I mean it's a fucking viral short. This short has so many views. This short has got so many views. I've got a viral short. How many views has it got? Fuck, it's a lot. I'll tell you right now. It still gets views to this day. 70,000 views does this short, and it's about Umar Nurmagomedov saying that he only lost that fight because he broke his hand. And I was pointing out to the Muslim fan base that your lungs aren't in your hand. The amount of backlash that I got on this. The amount of fucking backlash that I got on this short for pointing out that Umar's lungs aren't in his broken hand. Madness, mate. What fight is cancelled? We did that one. Name me a boring John Jones fight. Name me a boring John Jones fight. OSP. John Jones versus OSP. It's like watching glue dry. MMA Joey is like when a dried up piece of dog shit starts rolling down a hill. Okay, I should meet. That knockout hurt my soul. The Reyes knockout. Fair enough, dude. Impression of Ford had Dougie collaborating with mad scientist Corey to build a robot. Mate, I reckon we can actually put a robot together. As long as we put in some stance switching, we should be able to do it. Bellator was great. Dylan Dennis fought there twice. It's fucking insane. Bellator was great, man. Reyes needs to fight a wrecking ball next. No, leave Reyes alone. Tukagov and Lobov are both unks fighting in the PFL. I know, Mr. C, but it's literally the story that kicked off the bus incident is Tukagov and Lobov, mate. Umar literally got pregnant by Barab. True. Impression of Ford had Dougie trying to heal yellow Dougie. Maybe if he stops drinking so much, he won't have kidney failure. There's an argument for Umar winning, but not a good one. Mate, there's an argument for anything. Umar did not win that fight. Reyes versus Rara. Stop it. Dougie, I watched Robert Irwin on Dancing with the Stars earlier tonight. He's a beautiful soul. Oh, that's good, mate. I'm happy that the kid's doing well. The head movement was good. There you go. Hemamat. No. You do catch punches with the Philly shell. Watch Floyd fight. You want to... Friendless Norseman. Sean Strickland does not fight anything like Bobby Green. End of discussion. Dougie, won't ever forget the glory holes he shared, which stop it. Impression of Beanie Dougie going to Bobby Green's legendary dojo to learn Bobby Jiu-Jitsu. Teach me the ways of the N-words. I read that one. Your first strike of being a fake Canadian is calling a talker beanie. A talker, a toque, a toque, a toque, a toque. Your first, a toque? What the fuck is a toque? A beanie is called a toque? A toque? You call a beanie a toque? Canada. Canada. What is the point, Canada, of being a country? Just fucking accept that you're not a country. A toque. Mate, it's a bit cold outside. I might chuck on my toque. Canada. Fucking Canada. Toque. Oh, thank you. Toque. It's cold. I might put on my toque. I've been a fan since 205. Subscribers back when you had this channel named Dougie. No, stop it. We should become the 51st star. Imagine calling a beanie that name. If Shana wins, you have to eat 10 sausage rolls. I'd enjoy that. That would be good, especially since I'm going to be drunk on the 195s. I just remembered you said if Alex wins, you're changing the year membership badge to his face. That is not what I said. I did say something like that, though. Yeah. I did say something like that. Yeah. Halfway there. There you go. You're lucky JFK Jr. isn't there to give you a brutal blumpkin. Stop it, Took head. Took. Took. We almost had it there, Ali Williams. Perhaps the future we can compare us, but okay, all right. Sorry, lads, I was taking a rip. You're all good. Impression of Black Dana White. Sorry, kid. Best I can do for you is 100K, kid. No, I do 50K. You know what? I tried to up the bonuses to 300K, man. None of them fought any harder. These boys, they're going back to work. The Reyes KO filled my soul with joy. What the fuck, friendless? That's evil, mate. Impression of Jim Crush softly kissing me on the lips between... Oh, mixed martial artist. That's gay. Yuri versus Khalil. Who you got and how? My mind says Khalil, but my heart wants Yuri. Yuri's going to fuck Khalil up. He's way too slow. Khalil's way too slow. And if Khalil tries to pick up the pace, he's going to gas out. Impression of Reyes fighting Evil Dougie for the hose next fight, but Evil Dougie has a Warhammer. Impression of Reyes fighting Evil Dougie for the hose next... Reyes. Dominic Reyes. Oh, I can't hurt him. He's already unconscious. I'm going to go get Dougie to have a great day. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. What do you call flip-flops in Australia? Thongs, obviously. We should become the 51st state, exactly. If Yuri can pull this one off because Khalil is correct, Yuri is going to pull this one off. I believe in Yuri. Impression of Dougie trying to kiss Bilal at Hex and he awkwardly steps away while I film it and post. No, I can't believe Raul's twin sister is fighting for the title before Ian is allowed to come inside. I can't believe Raul's twin sister. I don't know what you're talking about, Super Gamer. Raul Rosas Jr.'s twin sister. What are you talking about? That's not what I said. I said something like that. There was something like if Alex Pereira win. Maybe I did say that. Yeah, maybe that was the bet that we made. Dougie, Reyes' face and personality. How could Reyes' personality annoy you? He's such a humble spirit. Dougie wears thongs. I'm wearing thongs right now, cunt. I got my thongs on right bloody now, mate. I'll give you a good thongin'. Right, I'm out of here. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. You guys are legends, man. You know, Musical was live. Fucking Guru was doing a member stream. Lorenzo was live. And you guys come and you hang out with me on the night shift for the Americans and the Canadians. Is Musical live again? No, Musical's not live now. Any good MMA YouTubers live? Let's have a look. UFC live. Is anyone live? Dougie's live. PFL's live. Nope. No one's live. That's it, boys. I'm out of here, boys. Americans, Canadians, go to bed. Go to sleep, motherfuckers. Go to sleep. Europeans, have yourselves a great day today. Have a wonderful day, Europeans. No one else is live. Aussies, enjoy your fucking Arvo, mate. Enjoy your Wednesday Arvo. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Dougie, you know you're the last show. I know I'm the late shift and I appreciate it. What do you mean Khalil's way too slow? He can't grapple, has no accuracy, no defense, horrible boxing, but at least he's fast. No, when Khalil's fast, he gasses out, but he slowed down a lot in the Jamal Hill fight because I think he knows that he gasses out. So if Khalil's going to take the slow pace against Yuri, Yuri's going to outpace him and be too fast for him. Where if Khalil is going to go back to fighting the way that he usually does Toad, he's going to gas out halfway through the second round, and that is when the tornado that is Yuri Prohaska starts to build and build and build. He's coming. That is my breakdown of Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. You guys are the legends. I'll see you tomorrow. There might be a video. There might not. Like I said, I'm not pushing the pace too much on videos. I just take them as they come. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Either way, there will be a stream. Have a good night, boys. See you later. Bye. Thank you for joining me. You guys are legends.